listening to... You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
This way. Not even thinking that we would realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from before. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us stay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites living there. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, no, no.
Bring back the old time days. Bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone could afford to live right, just to feel nice, didn't need no paradise. Now open your eyes, look around, smoke in the city, and what was pretty, crying out for sympathy. So bring back the old time days. Bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone cared for each other, lived like brothers, respected one another. In times gone by, we used to share, together we'd make do. And if I draw a susu, what was mine was yours too. I know them days done pass and gone, and I know that life must carry on. But if I must join in with the pack, then I'm going back. I'm going back, yeah, yeah, back to the old time days, back to them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Yes, bring back the old time days. Bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Bring it back, bring it back. Just bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back.
Help! Somebody help me! I'm looking for Jackass. Boy, I try to go around the country now. I don't know what to do again. Looking to buy a donkey to sell coconut in town. Can't afford to buy a pickup to tote me nuts around. So I gone up in the country looking for Jackass to buy. But everybody I check, just keep on telling me. They say up here do a donkey, aliment a plenty. Up here do a donkey, aliment a plenty. If you want to see real donkey, aliment a plenty. If you want to find real donkey, aliment a plenty. Donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day. Donkey with PhD, doctorate, law degree. Donkey that dance for sew, don't know from head to toe. Looking for a donkey, you want to find real donkey. Fat donkey, maga donkey, any kind you can get it. Show you. Down south in Rancho and also Lopino, fight of Mondo Nevo and Brasso Seco. They say it have a old man, he bound to have a few. But when I check the old man, he and all fame too. He say up here do a donkey, aliment a plenty. Up here do a donkey, aliment a plenty. If you want to see real donkey, aliment a plenty. If you want to find real donkey, aliment a plenty. Donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day, donkey for sewing day. Donkey with weave and rats, even bald head Jackass. Donkey that straight and gay, donkey that old and grey. Looking for a donkey, you're looking for a donkey. I know shiny donkey, I know what black donkey, grey donkey. What you telling me about? Oh yeah, hey yeah, oh yeah. I wonder if I rain happen. say that donkey looking like Saddam and stop looking like Madam. Long time had plenty donkey all over the country. You coulda buy 2 or 3, easy. But since it have a shortage of jackass, so they say, just wait until election when they come out to pray. Up here do a donkey, parliament a plenty. Up here do a donkey, parliament a plenty. If you're looking for a donkey, parliament a plenty. If you want to see real donkey, parliament a plenty. Donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day. Donkey in suit and tie, who love the mama guy. Drunk and corrupt donkey, that like to lie plenty. Looking for a donkey. So if you want to find real donkey in right road, oh boy, you have to have national pride. Up in the red house now, they want back up there. I never go up there before. Boy, ask people now. Looking for a donkey. You're up and down the country. I feel like I go check out my partner Ronnie, you know. The old donkey man, he must know where I could get some. Before they looking to send me in prison or something, you know.
Stop you, yes, and God bless a man. Satan may attack you, yes, and God bless a man. He's gonna back you, yes, and God bless a man. That man must stand, he must stand AI. Who God bless, none can curse. His divine favor man can reverse. Even if they do their worst, hey. When God bless a man, nothing must stop you, yes. When God bless a man, Satan may attack you, yes. When God bless a man, he's gonna back you, yes. When God bless a man, that man must stand, he must stand, I say. If you answer his call, he will lift you up. If you fall, hey. If you fall, just give him your all, hey. When God bless a man, should be nobody, nothing must stop you, my friend. When God bless a man, Satan may attack you, yes. When God bless a man, he's gonna back you, yes. When God bless a man, that man must stand, he must stand, I say, yeah. He's gonna back you. When God bless a man, that man must stand. He must stand, I say. God bless a man. Oh, nothing must stop you. When God bless a man, Jehovah say He's gonna back you, my friend. When God bless a man. Oh yes, oh yes. Satan may attack you. God bless a man. That man must stand. He must stand. God bless a man. Nothing must stop you. God bless a man. Jehovah said He's gonna back you, my friend. God bless a man. Oh yes, oh yes. Satan may try to attack you. God bless a man. That man must stand. He must stand. He must stand. Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know He's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation.
truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And for many of you who may be joining us for the first time, when we say the DAT Triplets, the DAT is D is no other than Diana, Waveney, Benskin, McDonald, the Storm Boy, Storm, brah, Storm. And of course, the A is no other than yourself, myself, yourself, myself. Wall Street, A is A for Anslim? Yeah, A is for Anslim. Wall Street, Lee Bone Boy. And of course, the T and the DAT is no other than Tommy E. Marshall Nisbet Boy. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, remember in the village we don't imitate, we originate. Doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear. You wear a salmon t-shirt, a mauve t-shirt, a gold t-shirt, a silver t-shirt, a platinum t-shirt, a uranium t-shirt. We welcome you in the village with the DAT Triplet on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, it doesn't matter what planet you're from. You're from Mazatanius, Uranus, Venatanius, Mazalanius, Wakanda, Hakanda, Uganda. Anywhere you're from, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And let me bring in no other than 1/3 of the DAT Triplets, no other than Tommy E. Marshall, the commissioner in Newark, Nisbet Boy. Thomas, welcome.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, my dear friend. How are you today?
Today's a fantabulous and splendiferous day.
Praise the Most High God for that.
All the time, all the time, all the time. And let me bring in the next third of the DAT Triplets, no other than Diana, Waveney, Benskin, Stormy, the Storm, the Trinbagonian, the motivational speaker, the poetress, the poetess, the poet, the Bajan from a certain street in Barbados that I'm not going to call the name, Waveney Benskin McDonald. Boy.
Hey. I don't like how you try to imitate me just now. I don't behave like that. That's not a storm. Yeah, that's just a little thunder. It's a little
No, that's
thunder
a
and
storm.
lightning. Like a rainfall.
No, when I storm, brrr, you know what I mean?
What? Storm don't sound that way. Storm comes in
You know, some patats,
rains and
patats. How about
lightning
patats?
and hail and all kind. Like Buffalo's gonna get 4 feet of snow. 4 5 feet. Yeah, Buffalo, New York. The governor declared a state of emergency, boy.
What do I do with the price of gasoline?
4 feet of snow in the day. Oh boy.
What do I do with the price
You
of
know,
gasoline?
there's 8 billion people on the planet, even though we had a pandemic.
8
Well,
billion?
I would tend to think those 2 years were ripe for the picking when it comes to multiplication.
Yeah, but a whole lot of people are being born here. 8 billion people, and we had a pandemic. So,
Yeah,
if
but
all of you who claim that it was a PLANDMIC, it didn't work. It didn't work.
it cannot work if you lock down people for 2 years and they have nothing else to do.
Yep. A whole lot of banging went on.
That's
A
right.
whole lot of what? Banging? What
A
is
whole
that?
lot of banging. However, I was reading an article where they said that the man's sperm count is low. The men are not producing as much sperm as they used to. I said, but wait now. 8 billion people on the planet and the men's sperm count is low. That's a kind of a contradicting thing. But anyway, good
So
evening, listeners.
so we can call that the Big Bang Theory took place.
Something gotta have happened. Because I like to read these things, I read a lot. I don't follow bacchanal and confusion like some of Anselm PNM friends. I deal in facts. So I read that story and then I read the story. So wait, 8 billion people and the men producing less sperm. Where all these people coming from? Anyway, good evening, listeners. How's everybody doing? The storm is away. I nipped my ear with a scissors trying to cut my hair, so my ear is like swollen. Oh,
3 things to remind yourself.
You do what? You cut your what?
I nipped my ear with a
What's that?
scissors. I was cutting my hair, and the nippies of the scissors nipped my ear, and it hurts me now. It's swollen. I ain't looking too fantabulous. I didn't have on my glasses while I was there.
How you feeling?
Me, I'm splendiferous, marvelous, stupid. You're never too old to learn. Never too old to learn. I learned that the other day.
Mhm.
What do you mean?
I learned something.
What do you mean?
You're never too old to learn. And you see how you that statement that you made, the guy made
What's
in the
that?
beginning, never something about being a priority when you're only an option or something. That is so true. Never be an option to person. Never make people persons priority when you're just an option. That is a very profound and deep statement there. Very profound. But good
When you come
evening,
in the
listeners.
when you come in the village, you gotta get some type of brain food. You can't just all get just you can't just all get a certain type of food that make your brain dead. Because you're going to some radio programs and you don't get nothing out of them programs, Absolutely
Nope.
nothing.
Nothing.
It's the same people regurgitating the same thing over and over. And you tell them something and you just lead them wherever you want them to go. If you want them to go right, it's like moving to the right, moving to the left, uptown, downtown, wherever you want them to go. See, look, we're going to the right now. All right? All right. Where we going next? We're going to the left. Where we going? We're going uptown. Where we going next? We're going downtown. And that is it. You remember when Marshall sing the song Mad Bull Fever?
Right.
Right.
Marshall tell them fella, people rush a fence. The rush a fence and mash it down, boy. Mad bull.
Marble fever.
Give me the mad bull fever. Give me the mad bull fever. Raj, charge, Toro, charge. If you see them, boy, they take on a new specimen, boy. There's bulls now. They're charging. We like instructions.
Of
We love
course.
But I just want to be clear to all the listeners that I was away from the program. I was in Trinidad and Tobago. There are a few of you who got to meet up with me because of logistics issues and the weather. I didn't want to venture to certain part of the country.
Logistics. Does that mean at the airport they handled you?
Logistics. No, at the airport, ain't nobody bothered me. I have met a nice customs officer lady, and she just looked at me and she said, "Go on through, darling." She asked me what I'm here for. I said, "I came for my high school reunion." She said, "Go on." And I said, "I just have a few little things in here to give some children, you know." She said, "Go on through, darling." I said, "Thank you."
Did you tell about the instruments you had in your bag?
What instruments I had in my bag? I had no instruments in my bag. We even go there.
Let's see. You see, I just asked a simple question. I asked you if they told the woman about the instruments you had in your bag.
No, I had a box cutter in my suitcase, so that when I'm traveling around with my driver, the suitcase would have moved from the box cutter would move from the suitcase closer to me and my person. Anybody try any nonsense? Huh?
That's an instrument.
But it came in you're allowed to put it in your check luggage, not carry on.
Okay. So if they dig up, they wanna find no other instrument, right?
No, just the box cutter.
Okay, all right.
All right, and I didn't have any incidents there. I met three people in the village here. I met Ellis. I gave Ellis a catering job.
Meet Ellis?
Yeah, I gave Ellis a catering job, which he handled splendiferous, and the people that I catered for, I myself.
Ellis, how work? Ellis?
Yeah, boy.
Ellis LeBon?
Really good. Yeah. Yeah, Ellis LeBon. Yeah.
Which water he burned for you? Which water?
No, he made macaroni pie, baked chicken. He made pilau with salad, and he made some little treat, kurma, and some other thing I can't get it called, a fudge and something else. But it tasted really good. I had some children I was, catering to. I met with Lana.
You have a good hand?
I met with Lana. Huh? Yeah. If he was single, he would get a wife. Yeah.
Right hand or left hand? Right hand or left hand? Right hand or left hand?
I don't know. If he was single, he would get a wife. And I met the tailor man, came to see me speak at
Who's that, the entrepreneur?
The entrepreneur. Yeah, he came to see me speak at Kwame Ture, where I gave a speech, motivational speech to some have a cough. And I made a donation in WZYE's name to the Kwame Ture Center. So I had a marvelous, splendiferous time at my reunion, seeing people I haven't seen for over 40 years. Yes, handsome.
You fella play a song for you? The entrepreneur.
Who fella?
The fella who you said us beat the steel pan.
No, he didn't come to no dance. He just came to the Kwame Ture.
No, but he walk with the pan.
If he walked with it, I didn't see it.
He walk on the climp pants. You don't be beating. No, remember you don't be beating climp pants too. You walk on one of them.
Ellis said I had his devices in my bag. That is why electricity was going so often. And I want to say, I stayed at a lovely hotel in Port of Spain area.
Travel, you don't say when you travel, you just travel with certain instruments in your bag. That way you tell people, I don't know.
And on the streets, not on the plane. On the streets in the
you've indicated in the bars Dana Benskin that when you come through the airport, they used to dig up in your bag. And the fella asks you, what is that? You tell him what it was. You forget that?
That was a pendant I had around my neck and the cord broke. Well, he thought it looked like a... No, I don't travel. I ain't stupid like that. No, I'm not stupid like that. I put it in my carry-on. When you're coming through to Trinidad and they feel like checking you, they will find it. But if they don't, they're not going to find it. But it's in my checked luggage. I'm not stupid. I obey the law.
No, nobody didn't say to obey the law. You
Mm.
told us previously that in the
Mm.
past you came through customs and
Mm.
the people asked you what you had in the bag, and you told them the instrument you had in the bag.
Oh, that is when when they dig me up. Yeah, I had some candles wrapped for a good friend of mine. She likes scented candles, and he asked me what they were, and his tone I didn't like, so I tell him what they were.
All right, let me move on. Let me move on and get off this
Oh
instrument.
dear,
Guess what?
Rose is
You
back.
cannot corner Diana tonight.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. We can't gonna show the instrument she'll be bringing in the place when she gets
Uh,
real. I don't know.
Rose, next time, darling. Next time, she said.
All right, let me say. Of course, folks, no other who was first in the village was actually did this. You know something? I want to say something. Let me say something before I go in the chat. Before I get to the chat here. Um, you know, it is funny. It is funny, right? That so I grew up in Chumaka, Claventel. Um, born in Port of Spain General Hospital, and for most of my life, I lived in Lavantil. I live in Snake Valley, right? My grandmother lived in Snake Valley, and then we all lived in Snake Valley for a while. And then some years later, my mother got an apartment in Chumaka, Claventil, and we moved to Chumaka, Claventil. And that's what I spent the first 17 years of my life, right? In Trinidad and Tobago, all Lavantil, right? And it's interesting, right? That people say, hey, I wonder if he's a real professor in shooter. And you know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm thinking of doing this, and I'm thinking out loud here. I feel I want Karen to come and speak before my class. I have 2 classes. I feel I want Karen to come and speak before my class. And then I feel I want to do a live stream on social media. I just feel so. Just to dig in to all them PNM people in HDD.
So you gotta get college permission too, no?
No, you don't
I
worry about
don't, you know.
No, you don't worry about that.
But why you want to dig into the answer? Why would you? I
No,
mean,
because they don't like things. They don't like good things for their own people.
so they don't
They
believe
don't.
that you are a professor.
No,
They're like
Dr. Claude
booyaka to
Anderson
them. Who
says,
cares?
no, it's not that. Dr. Claude Anderson says a race that's taught to hate itself and love the world will become its own oppressor. They hate themselves.
Yeah, no, so let them continue now.
They don't like themselves. And I love me. I love me. I love some me. Right? No, they hate themselves, Diana Benskin. No, they do. I don't know what it is with them.
So let them continue now. They
They
may
don't
come
want
and say that I ain't no poet, I ain't no award-winning poet now. You think I bother with them? Because I
no,
would
I don't
challenge
bother with
all of
them.
them.
No,
I would
I don't.
challenge all of them, sit with me and write a poem on such and such and see if they can get it done.
No,
I
I
will
don't.
challenge them.
No, Diana, really and truly, I'll be honest
It's
with you.
stupid. It's stupid.
I
What
don't
you
really,
wasting time.
I don't take them on it. But every
Uh,
once in a while, you have to address them. Seriously. You can't let them run. And I'm waiting still, I'm waiting for the Women's League of the PNM to ask Stuart Young to apologize to black women in the PNM for calling Mrs. Karen Nunes Shishera a potong and a termite. I'm waiting for them, But they are no testicular fortitude. Some of the men in there like Christmas tree in the forest, there are no balls. Right? I'm waiting for them. I know Christmas go come and go. I could cancel Christmas. That will never happen. But I'm waiting for them. They have no testicular fortitude. Or let's stand up for something, man.
But
Something.
they're brainwashed and colonialized. They have no spine.
God,
So
man. Oh,
anybody could
God.
come and say anything to them, and they're gonna, come up with start call say the slave master name. Now they call this next one, this 1% looking man, call them pot hong and
Termite.
termite, and
And
nobody
you
ain't
drive
jumping
to them
down his
quietly.
no,
You
no,
sit
no,
down silently. Like you went to the dentist and they put Novocaine and lidocaine in your gum, and somehow you slip and it went up in your brain, and you're only using 5% of your brain.
no. Yeah. Never.
All
They
kind of name
allow
you
that.
calling me. All kind of name. and all you accepting that. All you expect. I tell all you,
Yep.
when a person show who they are, take them at face value.
Mhm.
Take them at face value. But let me
Oh yeah.
chat here. So of course, no other than Takesha was always first in the village. Takesha, good night to you. Right? Takesha second. Diana Benskin, the storm. What is them? I purple, right? I got a color right tonight. I purple, right?
Purple, yeah.
Okay, purple. I get my colors right, only. I getting it right. Takesha says good night, handsome third. Oh God, Takesha. Tommy boy. Tommy, congratulations, eh? You get more emojis than me. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Yeah. Look, Takesha, get one. Look at them all them emojis you get about
Thank you,
20.
Takesha. Thank you,
20 look I
Takesha.
get. I get
Enough
about
love to you.
I get about 10. You get 20, I get 10. Well, I mean, it's okay. Takesha, one love still. Takesha
That's
says
all.
Nadia, Lana, Rose, Carice, Marisha, Miss Kuva, Joan, Capiza. Good night. I'm to Joan boy. Hey, Nadia, tell
She
Joan I say
walking.
hello. Eh?
Joan find a new boyfriend, but she ain't got
Says
time
Joan
for that.
says she new boyfriend. She does up. She does the village boy. Joan say I out. Oh God. Albert, Vonnie, Ellis, Raj, Ulrich, Kylie, Troy, Chris, Tropic, Daryl, Rennie, Ken, good night. Only love in the village, no room for hate or negativity, just love in the village, full 100 Takesha. Oh God, Takesha is like all the first 6 slots, 7 slots, 8 slots is Takesha, you know. And here comes the next one, boy. These told me two sweethearts, you know. Takesha and Nadia. God.
Of course.
Yeah.
But they
Tommy,
are sweethearts.
yeah, Tommy, 2 sweethearts, but I better be careful. Oh God, look at this one. Look. Watch. Well, let's see. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, yeah? Well, let's see the emojis, right? What color is that, Diana? Blue?
Yeah,
That
that's
blue, right?
blue. Mhm.
All right,
Blue.
look.
Looks like blue.
Well, all right. What's the difference, eh? Look at. Oh, let's see that, right? Check it now. 8, right? Now, look now, here come. Tommy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, right? Look at that.
Enough love to you, Nadia. Enough love.
You see? Look.
I don't get that many hearts and all
I,
somebody want to do is beat me with a letter whip. I don't
I,
get them hearts and things.
I spring. Hey, but Diana, you get less than me, yes?
Rennie Mohammed want to beat me with the letter whip. I don't get no hearts. Hey Rennie, you never hear about you can catch a bee with more honey than vinegar?
The man says a whipmeister.
Oh, jeez,
I feel
Lord.
he's into M&Ms.
Yeah. Eh. Which one's Tommy?
M&M's is choking. You gotta be careful.
I wonder which ones, but I know. I wonder which ones. Oh God, Takesha, good night, love, Judy. God. Nadia saying plenty love tonight, but oh God. No, she loves every night, you know. No joke. Every
She's
night
a
she
loving child.
yeah, she and
Quiche.
Takesha, yeah. Highly inside. Highly does ever put up any emoji. I never see you put up no emoji yet, you know.
No.
You don't like emoji less. You can't put up no emoji. Highly, let somebody help you put up an emoji now. Even Albert does put up emoji. And Albert is what? Albert is
79, 97 years old.
no. Stop gaining man age now. Albert is like
Oh my
76.
goodness.
76. And Albert does put up emoji. Look. Highly can put up an emoji. Yeah, highly inside. What happens? Takesha and Nadia love all the way. Oh God, you see Takesha and Nadia. Them just get all the love, boy. Hey,
Yes,
look the whipmeister. Good night, brothers and sisters. Good love is all I bring. Rennie's the love man in the village. Oh God, Rennie, have a whole lot of love. You see, have a whole lot of love enough for each and every one of the ladies in the dance. You see what I tell all you? Rennie
Yeah,
is
Yes,
that
love.
good. Takesha and Rose and all yeah. Rennie have love for all you. So go ahead.
Oh God, all you, oh God. Capiza, oh God.
Takesha starting it now.
Capiza, first sentence. Must have
We
PNM in it.
we
Not
do.
Israelite. No. PNMites in place. I tell you,
Mhm.
he can't type one sentence and don't put PNM in it.
Mm.
Oh God, Capiza, type one sentence, your first sentence without putting PNM in it now. Or let me tell you.
And Slim, don't let it sound as though you're getting fed up with the PNM now. I think
No, I want him to type a sentence without putting PNM in it. Every time he put a comment, he had to put PNM in it somehow. All right, you know what I go do? I go start to put Capiza party in my sentence and I'm UNC.
Ooh.
I gotta start to put party in the sentence. You know what I mean?
Capiza, love is the key to the village gate.
Yeah. Look, Ellis say good evening. Yeah, Ellis, good evening. Oh, look, Capiza. Capiza.
Yeah, and Ellis give me some nice drinks made out of mango and what was it, watermelon? I mean, you could taste the mango, no sugar, nothing, just beautiful
sugar?
drink. Yeah, beautiful drink, boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ellis,
somebody's gonna order some. When I'm back there again, I'll put in a big order because I like a
Next
lot
time
of
you-
juice.
next time I go to an accent and make you some left hand dumpling.
I don't want I don't want nothing from my left hander. I don't want none.
Now you know what's a left hand dumpling?
I don't want none. I know it is. I don't want none.
You know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
don't want none.
Okay, all right.
I
all
do.
right. You know it's a left hand dumpling, right?
Well, I heard of it, but I've never had it. You've had any before?
No, I
I
only had
just-
a right hand. All right.
I just cook my own dumpling, Fijian style.
But how when you eat dumpling from someone, you know if it's left or right hand?
You know.
There's a L or R on it?
You know.
Ah!
Trust me, you know. I'm gonna leave it there. Tommy,
I
you
want
know.
to know.
Oh, God.
I want to know how do you identify it to be left or right hand?
Don't worry, you know.
But listen here, this is a true story. Yeah? There was a shop one time in Barbados, and the guy had his left hand was cut off by the elbow, and he used to sell cheese cutters and ham cutters.
Mm-hmm.
So people want to know how he used to get the bread sliced, the bun, hot bread, like a hot bread. You can speculate where the bread was going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Under his arm.
Oh. So that was armpit bread.
Armpit bread. You guys just told me. Slice, man, and drop there and put the thing in there, and he would put it in. He ain't cutting the arm, you know. That was a skill. Under his arm. So he got deodorized.
It's almost 7 o'clock. Time has
Yeah.
Yeah, listen. And we even finished any chat yet, eh? So
Albert.
oh God. Hey, anyway, folks, let's go for a quick station identification. It's in the village of the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. We have some news when we come back. You know, we always have a little bit of news in the village. Right? Stick and stay on. When we come back, we're going to show a video of one of Diana's favorite person in the United States of America. You all will be shocked who one of Diana's favorite person is. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM. You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
It was in a state they call Mississippi, playing some old folks, Donald and Hillary, talking about licks, Donald losing game after game. In this all force, driving Donald insane. Suddenly, Donald locks and turning around. Donald and Jacks, he had 12 jumps, Hillary none. Donald partner rioting and they take a blind stand. When Donald watching cards, he see what things in Donald king and king and clubs, king and diamond, king and hearts. Hillary yes, no Trump on the start. With fucking things in hand, Donald watch Hillary and say, what you do today, you can't get away. Because the sign she making, and all the money she's making. Donald say as man, do not beat this fucking hand. You can't beat this fucking hand. You can't beat this fucking hand. You can't how she plan. She not beating this fucking hand. Hey, good. Hey. Donald, have some mercy. What do she that? Hillary. Things start to get nice with drinks on the table. Donald kick her 6 and he get a double. Hillary throw 10, hoping that Donald take the bait. But Donald stepped back and decided to wait. With one piece of drum, Obama cut to make a play so that Hillary Jack could get away. But Donald read the setup and cross Trump instead. With 4 kings in hand, he pushed your Hillary Jack head. Donald see king of spades, king of clubs, king of diamonds, king of hearts. Hillary yes, he no Trump from the start. With 4 kings in hand, Donald watch Hillary and say, look here what you do. Today you can't get away. With all the brag she bragging and all the mud she slinging. Donald say as a man, you ain't beating this fucking son. You can't beat this fucking son. You can't beat this fucking son. Look here how she plan. She not beating this fucking son. Hey, oh yo yo, oh yo yo, oh yo yo, oh yo yo. If you see people lose the bet, with all the aces that remain in the deck, coverage of the game show that Hillary was on top, and Republic Donald, he was in the hot spot. Excitement was so big, coming to an end. Donald and Jack, she win, she lose and she end. Victory was sublime for Donald, what an uproar. Donald went crazy, jump up and calling heroes of war. Donald see king of spades, king of clubs, king of diamonds, king of hearts. Hillary yes, he no Trump from the start. With 4 things in hand, Donald watch Hillary and say, look here how you do. Today, here get away. With all the signs she making and all the money she's making. Donald say as a man, you went beating this fucking son. You can't beat this fucking son. You can't beat this fucking son. Look here how she plan. She not beating this fucking son. I go to show Obama how to run and punch. Everyone go to show Russia teach journalists. Fucking son. I go to show Obama how to run and punch. Fucking son.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Well, this is crazy. Brand new styling. Yes. I'm a Kiasha. Qualified Kiasha. In a pharmacy. Me grinding me. Toilet call. I can't go up at all. I went back cash. Before the boss call them some mixers and a malt. I can't shame. Juice and some Epsom sauce. I can't shame. They bring something called Inima. I can't shame. This called Senna. I can't shame. Oi, I can't shame. I can't shame. Hey, I can't shame. I can't shame. They bring all kind of thing. I'm feeling sick. No matter what they bring, I just can't shame. They bring raisins and all. I can't shame. Some girl rapping a ball. I can't shame. They bring something they call a douche. I can't shame. And a pack of noodle juice. I can't shame. Oi, I can't shame. I can't shame. Hey, I can't shame. I can't shame. They bring a number for me for my lucky boys. It's 25 years I do this. I love this show. I love it. This Kiasha, the only Kiasha. Come on, go that day. I have no time to play, but to the toilet, me clean it. I can't go up, so back to Kiasha get all kind of things they bring over me. I can't shame. I'm super something they pussy. I can't shame. I'm measuring up with lamp oil. I can't shame. Something wrapping piece of foil. I can't shame. Oi, I can't shame. I can't shame. Hey, I can't shame. I can't shame. The belly only in me. I can't no matter what they bring. He just can't shame. They bring a couple with oil. I can't shame. They bring a dose of steroid. I can't shame. They bring me something more building. I can't shame. To Palalax and Anasim. I can't shame. Oi, I can't shame. I can't shame. Hey, I can't shame. I can't shame. I love true value. I know all you want me. But all you want to come better than that. I'm a Kiasha, qualified Kiasha, cashing in a pharmacy. Me belly grinding me, but toilet call. I can't go up at all, so I went back to cash. Before the boss man called, they bring some Proplax and a malt. I can't shame. Milk of magnesia and some salts. I can't shame. They bring some Malax and Slimpy. I can't shame. A box of skim milk with some ghee. I can't shame. Oi, I can't shame. I can't shame. Hey, I can't shame. I can't shame. The belly biting me. I can't stand it. No matter what they bring, I just can't shame. They bring a pack of Seba Peak. I can't shame. A bag of grind up for a pig. I can't shame. A bottle with some bush boom. I can't shame. A cup that thing look like Tulum. I can't shame. Oi, I can't shame. I can't shame. Hey, I can't shame. I can't shame. Oi, I can't shame. I can't shame. Hey, I can't shame. I can't shame. Oi, I can't shame. I can't shame. I can't shame. I can't shame. Crazy.
Not hearing you.
That is craziness.
Saturday
Right,
from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Crazy better carry some of that thing for some of them people, eh? Because he gotta cash that too. He cash it. He cashing all of it. Cashing it. Once he cashing it, there's cashing it. Eh? All you do, you know, Trini like to take things out of context already. Once they don't matter what they bring for him, He can't shit.
Mhm.
Oh God, he can't no matter what you bring for him. Let me go to the chat quickly here. So
Who's my favorite person? Which is you
yeah,
gonna
we
do?
coming to that
Oh,
just now.
I'm waiting on him.
I at least say eat some bird pepper. I go work your belly for sure. What is bird pepper?
A narrow looking pepper. See, you from
Yeah,
Chumaka, so you don't know what bird pepper is, but go ahead.
let me
Because
say
I thought on
welcome.
the hills, I thought it grew well on the hills. It's like
It's a
a
little
mini
narrow,
corn pepper.
thin, small little pepper,
Nah,
yeah.
nah, you have a bird pepper up in Chuaka?
Yeah, snake pepper though.
Nah, no snake. What is snake pepper?
Yeah, snake value.
She made that up. She made that up on the fly.
Yeah,
I've
I don't
never
know.
seen.
I don't know that. There must have snake pepper in Barbados. There no snake pepper in Trinidad. Where you got snake pepper from?
A
It's good.
scorpion is what I mean. Scorpion, my bad.
Oh, scorpion pepper?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's scorpion pepper in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Wait.
And a fella from America try to eat a scorpion pepper, boy. Smoke come out the nose.
Mm.
Rose,
Eh,
Rose, Rose is saying, Rennie, yeah, boy.
what is that?
Show off on me. Tommy, show off on me for now. No, I didn't show off on you, Rose.
Yeah. Oh God, they're calling Rose. Rose is not what you're saying, Rose. Is the man said he cash it. He cash it. That's what he was saying. They give him senna and salts, he cash it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah?
We know it is crazy wants to say.
What is that?
We know what it is crazy wants to say.
No. All you're doing to interpret what the man said, is the man said, doesn't matter what it is, he cash it. They bring
And
him
he didn't say
Zappa.
he didn't know. He didn't say cash it. He said cash it.
No,
Right.
he cash it.
Right. He cash it. Right. He
Yeah.
did cash it.
Ken John, good night.
Yeah, but let me clear the air. Rose, you are still a sweetheart.
Yeah, boy. Tommy Rose, very, very, very upset with you. She said, I listened to what Tommy saying about who is his sweetheart friend, but I'm not at all worried. If and when Tommy sees me in person, he will blaze up like, oh God, oh, Lord have his mercy. Tommy,
We'll fix
you go
that,
blaze
Rose.
up like a big flambeau, boy. You go, it's
Rose,
cold pot and
Rose,
flambeau.
Rose, we'll fix that, okay? My
Rose,
God,
apologies.
I
Rose, don't
listened
be
to what
surprised.
Tommy's saying about who is
You
his
might
sweetheart, but
you
I'm
might
not
not be
all worried.
Tommy's type.
Because if and when Tommy sees me in person, he go blaze up like a big flambeau. Oh God.
Eh,
Oh my.
Rose, you
Rose,
might
that
not
flambeau
be
have a wick.
Tommy's.
The flambeau have a
Rose,
wick. I want to know.
you might not be Tommy's type, Rose. Don't be surprised.
How,
Wait now,
Diana, don't,
yeah,
Diana,
South
don't
Africa
start
for
nothing.
business.
Diana,
Yeah,
don't start nothing.
yeah, that's supposed
You
to
don't
be
know
South
what my
Africa
type is,
business.
Diana.
Yeah. You better get involved in people's business.
Diana,
I
you
speak.
don't know my
Yeah,
type, Diana.
yeah.
I speaking from experience, Rose.
Stay out of people's business. Rose says Tommy and
I don't know
Amsterdam sending two.
I don't know what Diana knows that I don't know.
I see no that people business, I see no that big people business. Tommy and Ansam was sending the 2 boxes of love to share around, and I will continue to send them after the show. Oh God, is love for so
Enough love for you, Rose. Enough love for you.
yeah. Judy, welcome. Judy called Rennie, lover boy Rennie Mohammed, not B-O-Y, you know, B-O-I.
Yeah, good. You deal with him, Judy. I glad I get him off of my
Judy,
back. Good.
watch that fella, you know. He does want to come with leather and whip and thing, you know. Be careful.
Ooh,
With I just
he
telling
will,
you.
he will make me blaze like a flambeau.
It's only leather and whip that fella that's come with her, not me now. I just repeating what you say.
Rennie, I might not be your type, or you might not be my type, boy. Hey.
What's that? Alice say, well, shit, if you eat dumplings, that grill go drop out. Oh, what grill you talking about?
I don't know.
What you talking about?
Your teeth.
What grill?
Your teeth. Talking about.
No,
Oh
what
my
grill?
Being
goodness.
mean. They're being mean now.
Oh look. Oh, yeah. Alice just send me them little bird pepper. Them is them little thing. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I see bird pepper. It look like a bird too, yes?
Are they bird? But they burn like hell.
Yeah, it real small.
The type of cayenne pepper.
Hey, cayenne pepper is the best, boy. Cayenne pepper is the best. Whenever I cook, I just put cayenne pepper in it.
They're cayenne family.
All right, so bust the mark now. Wait a minute, mark now.
Oh, man.
I'm anxiously. You say my favorite person now waiting on the mark.
Hey, look. Judy say, look back and all in the village. Oh, God. Look what Judy say, Lord have his mercy. I will switch that whip back at him. Oh, God. It's whip for whip. Ready? If you think you're going to just come with that whip just so, Judy says whip for whip, eh? She go switch that whip back on you, but you go end up with the leather. You go end up with the leather outfit ready. When Judy finishes this, you are the leather outfit. Yeah. Go ahead, Rennie. You play about it.
Oh.
Thank God I don't have to deal with him anymore. Good, but take him on, Judy. You can have him.
What's that? I say only banded pepper. Up with answer.
Oh my gosh.
Highly, you're disrespectful. You're too damn. What is that? Judy say a thin. Didn't he say a thin long pepper? Bird pepper? I never see no bird pepper up in Chumaka, can you?
That's what I tell you.
What I mean?
You ever see birds up there?
Tommy.
No, birds used to be across the highway.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Oh God, Judy extend anything, boy. I love to see man begging for whipping. Yeah, Judy. Yeah, Judy say.
She likes to see man begging for whipping.
Yeah. Granny, you go beg for whipping. You go say, whip me, Judy, whip me. Whip me, Judy, whip me.
Wait. I think this is turning into an S&M session, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Rose come back. Judy like you know.
Started.
Look, Rose said, Judy like you know how to walk that whip good. Oh God. Yeah. Let me on this whipping thing now. Ole, go ahead. How they start that? How they start that whipping thing?
Granny
and Diana.
Yeah, Rennie.
Don't call my name and nothing.
Yeah. Trini Marco, welcome.
Don't call your name.
But you started the thing. Who started the thing? Who started the whipping thing? Who started the whipping thing? Diana.
It's Rennie that is starting foolishness, not me.
Yeah, you even give Wall Street a soca to sing and all.
Yeah, who started the whipping thing? Who started the whipping thing? Diana.
Not me.
Diana. All right, let me show you what I wanted to show you. Yeah? There's Diana. Diana, a good friend up here in America.
Who's my good friend now?
Let me
show you the one that say I'm not interested, no interest.
Announced right after the midterms. He's running for president again. His daughter Ivanka was like, I pass. His former chief of staff said basically he needs to move on. Fox News called him a 3-time loser. Here's part of that announcement.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. Thank you, kids. Thank you. So many incredible friends and family here tonight. It's such a beautiful thing. Some people say, how do you speak before so many people all the time? When there's love in the room, it's really easy. If you want to know the truth, it really is. You ought to try it sometime. Together, we will be taking on the most corrupt forces and entrenched interests imaginable. Our country is in a horrible state. We're in grave trouble. This is not a task for a politician or a conventional candidate. This is a task for a great movement that embodies the courage, confidence, and the spirit of the American people. This is a movement. This is not for any one individual. There's a job for tens of millions of proud people working together from all across the land and from all walks of life, young and old, black and white, Hispanic and Asian, many of whom we have brought together for the very, very first time.
Damn. Donald Trump brought together all of these coalition of races and ethnicities for the very first time, according to him. Now, remember, he is a loser. He lost his reelection. He then lost a bunch of races he endorsed right after he lost his reelection. And then he loses the midterm. His selected candidates did not do well. You see, mediocre white men typically have permission to fail, while black people have a mandate to succeed. All of his failures will not harm him. As a matter of fact, he's a victim, according to him. Here it is.
And I'm a victim, I will tell you. I'm a victim. Think of it.
Well, here's what Fox News said about you, sir. Fox News said, and I quote, GOP mega donors want to move on from three-time loser Trump. Look to back DeSantis in 2024 presidential bid. Also, Armstrong, who comes on this program to debate me. Typically, he's 100% incorrect on his political assessment, but a smart guy. Armstrong Williams said, and I quote, basically, no good can come from this at all. Conservative commentator Armstrong Williams, a former Trump supporter and close friend to Trump's former Secretary of Housing, Ben Carson, Dr. Carson, says he deeply believes the former president. Now get this is coming from a black Republican. They typically ride all out with Trump. He said this is the worst decision for the Republican Party's chances of reclaiming the White House. Moreover, Armstrong Williams said Trump's presidential announcement will implode Herschel Walker's bid for the US Senate in the state of Georgia, which is headed into a runoff. Once again, no good can come from this, according to Armstrong. I actually agree with the political assessment of my dear brother Armstrong Williams. Yes, Trump has been great for Democrats in Georgia because of the Trump effect. Georgia has 2 Democratic US senators, okay? Trump did that. He's the loser who keeps on being treated as like he's a winner. There's more. His own former chief of staff, look at him. Mulvaney said, yeah, he's the guy that's gonna lose. A former loyal Trump aide who served as chief of staff was posed a question by CNN. Anderson Cooper wanted to know if he thought Trump's announcement was good for the party, the Republican Party. The response, no, I don't, because I think he's the only Republican who could lose. It's ironic he says this because based on polling data, that's true. Polling data puts Biden squarely ahead of Donald Trump if Trump decides to run for political office again, as well as Biden. So what does his daughter say? Ivanka Trump has decided to bow out, completely say no to US politics and not actively join her father's bid to retake the White House in 2024, saying that she has chosen to prioritize my young children and private life we are creating as a family. Donald Trump launched his 2024 bid for the Republican nomination on Tuesday night at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. Members of his family, including his wife, his son, Eric, they were present. Even Ivanka's husband, Jared, was in attendance, but Ivanka was not. In a statement, she just said, I love my father very much. This time around, I am choosing to prioritize my young children, etc. She does not plan to get back into politics. Okay, what's really happening here? Republicans universally are saying no to Donald Trump, even those who have been hardcore Trump supporters like Senator Lindsey Graham. As I have said before on the record, Their ideology has nothing to do with a political platform, a party, nor even a value system. It has to do with the proximity of power. Their true ideology, their true brand, their true goal is power. They're not utilizing these other methods in order to create change. No, they're utilizing whatever methods they choose in order to obtain power. As soon as Donald Trump was no longer the power player inside of the Republican Party, they will abandon him. They are abandoning him. This is what happens when you have purely transactional political relationships. There's nothing transformational about the approach nor the journey. I expect more people are going to turn, especially after Ron DeSantis makes his announcement that he's running for president as well. All right, sharing thoughts here.
Well, I think
so. There you have it, man. We have Donald Trump. What Judy said? Donald Trumpet. That's what she called him.
Donald Trump will never be president of the United States again.
No, we shouldn't say that.
I don't think he was going to do that.
Donald Trump will. Hey, listen to me carefully now. You want to listen to me? And all. Take it, put it down word for word. Donald Trump never win presidency of the United States again. Never. We will not make that mistake again.
But what happened the first time? What happened the first time?
You think they're going to do it again? No.
Hey,
70-something million people voted for the guy. Don't forget that.
He is not going to be president. I don't care how much millions vote for him. He is not going to be president of the United States again.
Me personally, I wouldn't say that he cannot, because when a person with the divisiveness he was involved in, and he gets 70-something million votes, there's a possibility.
And that is why he can't do it. Because look, Anselm, you have to stop and think, right?
I know. Herschel Walker winning in Georgia, you know.
Well, let Herschel. And you know what? You know what I say? It only goes to show, right? The white women in Georgia, what they give up, what they vote for, right? They vote for somebody to tell them, you know, what you don't have rights over your body. And it only goes to show that black women are the ones that are always saving the democracy. So let them go ahead. Let them go. I say, people who want to live in that type of environment, let them all move to Georgia then. Move to Georgia and live there. And everybody who wants a different, move out of Georgia and get them Georgia, let them stay there by themselves. That's what I say. But Donald Trump, he can't win again in a place that is built by immigrants, and the machinery is pushed by immigrants. And with that divisive agenda he has against immigrants and people of color, he can't win.
No, well, I think you kind of.
He cannot win, Anselm.
Let me tell you what CNBC says. Let me tell you what CNBC
cannot win. He cannot win.
But let me tell you what CNBC says. As Trump announces 2024 White House run, GOP mega donors back DeSantis, Youngkin, other Republicans. All right, this is what they say. A growing group of Republicans mega donors are backing a fresh crop of GOP presidential contenders for 2024, even as Trump readies his own bid for the White House, blaming the former US president for the party's lackluster performance in midterm last week. Some of the nation's wealthiest GOP donors have been eyeing Florida's and Virginia Republican governors Ron DeSantis and Glenn Youngkin as more national and, more importantly, electable candidates for the White House in 2024. Although neither man has formally announced his candidacy, they have both started to put in place the fundraising teams and infrastructure that will be necessary to explore a presidential bid. Trump has railed against the rising GOP stars as they steal away the party's attention and campaign donations, further driving away some of Trump's most loyal backers. I think that of anything else, is more the underdoing of Donald Trump.
Good. He cannot win. He has to go away. Anybody else will come, but not Donald Trump. He's a distasteful element, and
Yeah,
history will not look upon him kindly.
but Diana, all of that he did, and he gets 70-something million
Well,
votes.
and I don't care how much votes he gets. History will not look upon him kindly.
You think
Hitler
about history?
Hitler when Hitler was running Germany, they don't look upon him kindly neither, right? Okay, so let him go ahead with his stupidity now. He will not be remembered kindly. All right, let him go ahead and run like because he's a narcissist.
You think Rory care what you think about him? You think Rory care what you think about him?
But they did, hey, well, let them go ahead with their behavior. They will not be remembered kindly in history. Okay, I get that, and that is what counts in the long run. That is what counts in the long run. Every time somebody says, "Oh, Trump," you're gonna hear in history. You'll be somewhere. You'll hear your grandchildren. Who that he was the bad president.
Diana, all I could say, if Herschel Walker could be in the running in Georgia, you never know.
Well, those people down there, they're jaded. I call them jaded.
You never know.
Because how can you, how can you vote for something where you don't have the right over your body? And I don't understand it. We've come to a junction where women don't have the right to decide if she wants to have a child or not. But a man could wake up tomorrow, a male, wake up tomorrow and say, well, I don't want to be a man anymore. I go in and chop off. I go in and what or whatever. And he could fix his body to suit. But me as a woman, I don't have the right to say whether I want to carry a child or not. That's a double standard right there. That's a double standard. And I don't know how they're gonna fix it. If you as a male have the right to shift your body and turn yourself into a woman, then I should have the right as a woman, if I don't want to carry a child, to its term. I have the right. I should have dominion over my body, the same way you have dominion over your body, turning yourself into a female.
Yeah, by the end of the day, the politicians go decide that for
well, it shouldn't be that. This is my body. Stay out of my uterus. This is my body.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't come down to that. And then when you, what do we put? Well, those white women that voted, 72% that voted for in Georgia, they're gonna realize what they vote for. You know what they vote for? If you got raped and you got pregnant by that rape, they're forcing you to carry it. If you got raped and if you're pregnant and the pregnancy is gonna kill you, they're forcing you to carry it. You're gonna dead, bring the child forth. Yeah, they don't care about you as a woman. Nah. We're going back in the dark ages now, Dark ages now. I don't have right over my body.
I have a question for you. God make us that way, so you're questioning God, right?
What do you mean God make us that way? I explain. Like, go deep. I don't understand.
Well, I just reading what he says. He says,
Diana, no, you have to explain it to me.
So you're questioning God, right?
What do you mean questioning God? I am only saying, if a man has the right to go and change himself to a woman, then I have the right not to do something to my body. I don't want to carry the child to term. I have the right to terminate it. I have the right. I should have right dominion over my body. You have dominion over your body as a man to turn yourself into a woman. Why? What's the difference? What's the difference?
I don't have a problem.
What's the difference? Thank you.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
You see what Harley said?
What?
Yeah. Said it's not your body. There's a baby in your belly.
What do you mean it's not your body? What do you mean it's not your body?
I'm just reading it. I didn't say it.
What do you mean it's not your body? Hello? Hello?
I just put in your legs.
Hello? Who the baby attached to? The umbilical cord attached to who? Okay, good.
I don't know how you go. That's a good one.
Huh? Who the umbilical cord attached to? Whose body? It attached to the Supreme Court body, or it attached to the woman's body?
No, Ali say it's not It's not your body. There's a baby in your belly.
Hello? Hello, Hailey. Don't get me vexed. Don't get the storm upset here now. All right. I mean, hey, I don't want all going all like to, your Balize drinking people like to speculate. No, Diana Benskin has never been pregnant, so I've never had no abortion, eh? So all go down that stupid road, eh? All right, good. But I am just saying we should have the right to do what we want with our body. My body. I should have that. I could put tattoo on it. I could do whatever. It's my body. Why? And you could go and cut your appendix off and turn yourself into a woman. Why I don't have the right to go and terminate a pregnancy? Only damn, something wrong there. Yeah, and he could go and he could take hormones to grow, to grow breasts. Why I can't go and hello? No, only wrong. No, that's something wrong. Something wrong with that.
Diana, Hailey still on. He said it's not the baby. It is not. It's the baby and your body. Does the baby have a choice too?
What do you say? What? It's not the baby have a choice. I make the choice for the baby. The baby's attached to me. So I have to make the choice for that baby.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I make the choice. The woman has the choice. And she has a right to do that.
I believe a woman has the right to decide what she wants to do.
Thank you. And what about those women? What about that woman that didn't have a choice, and if she was raped now and she got pregnant, she had no choice. And she does not want to carry, she doesn't want to have this child. She should have a choice to terminate. What you telling me? Look, make it make sense then. Make it make sense.
Plenty rain in Port of Spain and Central, not good for the plants and trees.
Yes, Nadia, stay dry, please. Rose, stay dry.
I understand what Ken John said. We go get back to that topic there.
Oh Lord, Ellis going on me now. What? Diana, I agree with you, Nadia. What? Ellis said what? Diana, if your life depends on it, God will understand. But what does the Bible say about abortion? Hello, Ellis.
Answer the question, Diana. Wait, don't go. Don't shoot me. Just answer the question.
What? Tell me. What? I don't. Tell me what the Bible say about abortion.
Let me Google it.
What does the Bible say about abortion? It's a sin, right?
Oh, let me see. What does the Bible? Hold on. So Diana, if the Bible condemns abortion, then he is a sinner then.
But was abortion part of the books in the Bible?
Then but then the Bible says we all born in sin too, no?
What does the Bible? What, come on, man. All right. Let me show it. What does the Bible?
Highly, Sarah, I'm making a choice with the baby. Sound selfish and highly. So I don't. Supposing it happened, I was raped and I don't want to carry this child to term. You're forcing me to bring a child into the world that I don't want. Come on, this is my body and my life. I have the right.
Hear what Ellis says. Ellis says rape and health-related issues is okay, but not because you think you don't want the baby, it should be murdered.
And if you don't want, you should have the right. If you don't want it, you don't want it. Ellis, that is my right as a woman. I should have that right.
So listen. I'm Googling it. What does the Bible say about Bible verse by topics? Let me look at A. What does the Bible say about abortion? Let me put it in here. A-B-O-R. Hold on. T-I-O-N. Abortion. There we go. Find out. Abortion. 100 Bible verses about abortion. Exodus 20:13. You shall not murder. Leviticus 20:17. Whoever takes a human life shall surely be put to death.
Oh boy.
Well, is abortion murder? Is abortion murder? Okay. Genesis 9, verses 5 and 6. And for your lifeblood, I will require a reckoning from every beast. I require it, and from man. From his fellow man, I require a reckoning for the life of man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. For God made man in his own image.
Thank you. That is why Diana don't have no children. I
So,
ain't want
so
none.
Diana,
I good.
Diana, if
I don't want to go down that road.
What is abortion? Is abortion considered murder?
If abortion is considered murder?
Yeah.
I don't know, answer that. I don't know. You tell me.
Because
Are you
Exodus 20 verse 13 says, "You shall not murder. Whoever takes a human life shall surely be put to death."
okay? Is it a living child that you're killing, or what are you doing? I don't know.
Well,
You'll have to bring somebody in here that is versed in that. Huh? I don't know. I don't know. I've never, I never had an abortion. I was never pregnant. I don't know.
Matthew
I
19,
speak on those things.
18. He said to him, "Which ones?" And Jesus said, "You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness." I'm just reading the verses, right? So
I am just saying, speaking on behalf of the woman, she should have the right to what goes on with her body. And I leave it there.
So which pastor can we call? We trying to call that pastor?
You don't want to put them on the spot now. Come on.
No, you ask them about abortion. They should know. They're pastors. Come on. They should know all verses. Just as though we Google it, there's a lot in them.
Highly says, when the sperm leave your nut, is it alive or dead? Oh, jeez, these people in this village are not even.
Shuni Margot says, "My body, my choice." But we have to ask the question: Is it murder? I don't know. Right? Eileen said, if it's not, it's not. It's the baby and your body. Don't the baby have a choice too?
No.
Oh God, Eileen, how can you make a decision for you by killing life?
I mean, how the baby have? It has a social security number. It has a birth date. It has it has a gender. It is a it.
Good night, Miss Coover. Good night. But Diana, the question has to be asked, Diana. There's the question: Is it murder?
It's termination.
Well, listen, we don't a road day, boy.
It's cessation.
Look, Nadia agreeing with you. Oh God. Highly says so you could make the choice for the baby.
Say he's gonna vote Republican.
What was that?
Capiza say he's gonna vote Republican. Go right ahead, Capiza.
Yeah.
Your one voting no matter.
No, this is positive, Judy. We had to figure out some people may agree with that it's okay for an abortion, and some people agree that it may not. So we wanted to do. Oh God, look. Even Denise G agreeing with yours, Diana. That's right, Diana.
Right. Speak the truth. Yeah, there are some women there where this is our body. I don't know where a long time ago, right? We were considered chattel. We couldn't even vote. We couldn't even have a bank account. We couldn't even work, right? Then okay, we got the right to vote. We got the right to work. We got the right to have a bank account. Now, well, we had the Roe v. Wade. We had the right. I mean, come on. We don't tell y'all what to do with your bodies. I want to put your appendixes. Huh? Why does y'all want to tell us what to do with our uterus? And if it is so, then don't put nothing inside our uterus. Then go and have vasectomies, so we won't have to go down this road. That's what I say. Go and have vasectomies. So we won't have to come to this junction about abortion. How about that then? How about we pass a law, all here over 35 have go over 25 go and have we call it vasectomies. How about we do that?
You know what?
Well, all ain't gonna like that though.
So Diana, let me call Pastor Baines now and ask him. Huh?
Well, go ahead.
Let me call him and ask him. Let me call him and ask. Hold on, guys. We calling Pastor Baines. We're gonna ask him a question. Pastor Baines. Every time
Tommy
we call
put on the hoodie. Tommy, why you wearing a hoodie?
Tommy Pony, but 8:44. It's not that late.
Yeah, but my head get cold there.
There we go.
It's really cold in this country.
The heat on, but still my head cold.
Pastor Baines, a pleasant good night to you. You are live on WZYE. We have a quick question for you. Quick. It have nothing to do with politics. Right?
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. How are you doing? It's always a pleasure that you picked up your phone. Hey, Pastor Baines, we had to tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
We just play Cover Me. And what is the other one, Diana?
When God Bless a Man.
When God Bless a Man. Every time we open this show, we just play When God Bless a Man and Cover Me. Every single time we have this program, we just honor you with them two songs at the beginning of our program.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
And we love it too bad. We love it too bad. Quick question for you, Pastor Baines. We are discussing abortion tonight, right? And somebody say, well, Google, what does the Bible say about abortion, right? There is something that talked about, oh yeah, here it is. I get the verse, right? Verse Exodus 20 verse 13 says, you shall not murder. Leviticus 20 verse 17 says, whoever takes a human life shall surely be put to death. Right? So from a perspective of, by the way, do you have a position on that? As a pastor?
Well, there are various views along different denominational lines and so on. So my personal view will be ethically coded as well. When I say, because one would have to consider their circumstances, various circumstances in different geographic locations. And when I bring the ethics into the conversation, I mean, generally, I will have to be pro-life. I mean, that's a given.
Right.
You understand? But let me, and it's not a trick question, but let me put this to you. Let us assume that my wife is pregnant, and the doctor says to me, listen, one of these, will live and the other will die. You understand? What will be your position? I mean, and I will always decide, except I have some other divine revelation that I will consider having them take the baby rather than my wife. You understand? So this is now an ethical question. I want you to understand, this is an ethical question, right? Where you have to make a choice depending on what the science says. You understand? In this case, this is a life and then death matter. I don't know that I could pronounce on this dogmatically, right? Because of this particular situation. So even in our, and again, I say this is my personal view here. So even in our deliberations and even in our interpretations as well, we have to put this into consideration. And you see, when biblical references speak in large part about the general situations, general norms. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So but there will be individual situations where you have to make an assessment as to what is going to happen. Is, for instance, another thing that can be thrown into the conversation is people that may have, let us deal with things like rape and so on, right? Let us deal with perhaps somebody you may have a man or woman, vice versa, who may have some kind of life-threatening disease, right? And through sexual contact, another person is put in jeopardy. So all those things have to be brought into the conversation rather than having a dogmatic position. So in essence, what I'm saying is I prefer to treat with each situation on its own merit. But generally, I am pro-life. I don't know if that helps the conversation or not.
No, that helps. Well, what you're saying is that, I'm pro-life too, but there are situations that happens that you may have to do something that doesn't seem like it make you pro-life, right? Because it means taking the life of the baby.
Indeed.
So to speak. Like,
indeed.
Right. As you said, like for rape, for example, as an example, if you're raped.
Yes. As one of them, right?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I'm saying it don't mean that everybody that is raped may go that route.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. And then I am sure that while I said earlier that if it was a life and death situation between mother and child, not every person may decide that the mother should live. That's what I'm saying.
Pastor Bain, Pastor Bain, how are you doing? This is Miss Benskin here. Why is it that the decision it seems that they want to take the decision away from the woman what has to be done? It is her body and it should be her choice.
I agree. I agree that she should be a part of the decision. I only answered the question because I was asked the question. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? No. I don't know that is not a decision, I think. Let us say my wife is incapacitated, meaning that she may be in a state where a conversation cannot a cognitive decision cannot be made by her. It may fall to me, or vice versa, to be a part of the choice. You understand what I'm saying?
She might have siblings. She might have siblings that know her and would know,
What I'm saying is that from a what's the word I want now? From a family standpoint, you, the husband or wife, may be the principal as it relates to who they may come to for a decision like that. You understand? Now it can also it is prudent if the conversation meanders over into the extended family, sister-in-law, husband, those kinds of things. So this is not at all a simplistic matter. It is not.
Yeah.
You understand?
I agree.
And it should not be. It should not be, because we're talking about human life. So so I am not happy or sad rather that it is a difficult matter. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that go ahead.
Yeah, so Pastor, you just can't go to the Bible, and because Exodus 20 verse 13 says you shall not murder, means to say that you follow it, whatever it is, the baby life is more important, and they believe you're gonna murder the baby life, whatever else gonna happen, that is it. Talk done.
Yeah, but you see, you have to be careful with how you interpret scripture, right?
Yeah.
Because now scripture is, there are some principles in the scripture that are locked down to geographic location and historical time. And then there are universal principles that are applicable anytime, anywhere. You understand? And you can't confuse it too. What I mean by that. So there may be something that you read in the old dispensation, in the old, under the Mosaic legislation, for instance, that may not be applicable to this dispensation under Christ. So we have to make those distinctions. And there are some things in the Old Testament that we are selective about. So we pull them out because they may be convenient for a particular argument. And I'm not talking about this that we're talking about tonight, really, but generally, they may be convenient to prop up or to support a particular argument at a given time, but may not necessarily be so in another case. So the point I'm making is there have to be a kind of care that we must take when it comes to interpreting scripture for the benefit of the persons that you are trying to share the information with. We have to do our best to not misrepresent the scripture. So that is why I said pulling scriptures especially from the Old Testament into the New. Now, every scripture should only have one interpretation, although the applications could be many. It should only have one. Because remember, the writers are communicating to a particular audience, not with an intent for them to have 7 and 6 different meanings. Because that will be confusion. You understand? So, I'm rambling theologically, but the thing is that these issues, especially things like abortion, are matters that need extensive and careful ventilation, and must be gone into it with a tremendous amount of alacrity, and there must be mutual conversation, because it is a fact that the woman must be a part of this conversation. You understand? Because, of course, especially if it's a husband and wife situation, I don't know that it is proper for a man to solely be responsible for the decision making in that kind of situation. Except the woman is incapacitated and cannot be a part of the conversation.
Pastor, let me, if you have a moment, let me give you a.
At the
top of it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but I don't want to hold Pastor Baines no longer. Go ahead with your question. Go ahead.
Quickly, Pastor Baines. Isn't it ironic that men these days, they can go and have a sex change and they don't have to ask nobody's permission to do whatever they want to their bodies? But we have some law governing that whether we can have an abortion or not. Isn't that a double-edged sword? Isn't that, what's wrong there, Pastor?
Well, this is an interesting point that you're making that requires more time to ventilate. I'm telling you.
Hey, Anna, we bring Pastor Baines to ask about that tonight. We go pick that up with some other time. We go pick that up. Yeah. Pastor Baines, she should finish goal post. We want to finish goal post yet.
But it is a very juicy topic. Trust me.
Yes, it's very, very juicy. But Pastor Baines, again, we appreciate, man. You see, this is what good about us. We won't just talk about politics alone. We will talk about other issues tonight. We just want to talk about that. We appreciate your time, and thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, you all have good. You all take good care.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So, guys,
guys
are gentlemen. He different,
Yeah, boy. Bad people.
Tommy.
Yes.
I tell him, I say, boy, something wrong with you, No, seriously. I say, Pastor Baines, you sure you okay, man? You see what I mean? I said, man, every time we call you, don't pick up the phone. You ain't normal at all. You not normal? No. Eh?
He's the ideal politician.
The ideal politician. And we go call Rose. Rose upset with me. Rose, we want to get your opinion next. I'll call in here. So go on, take your phone from your husband and tell him I'll call you. I ain't calling you. I want to get your opinion to her, Rose. Rose tells you I don't know Rose was a pastor.
She just got her papers the other day.
Eh? Oh, Rose, we calling you just now, eh? When we come back from this break, it's in the village with the DAT Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Things to remind yourself every single day. Number 1. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path.
Like me.
Number 2. Never be a prisoner of your past. It's just a lesson, not a life sentence. And number 3. Forgive people. When you forgive, you become free. And when you let go, you will start to grow. Namo Buddhaya.
So true.
We are back with these individuals with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. So I'm calling Rose now, eh? Rose, let me see Rose. Here we go. Rose, pick up your phone, eh? So we calling Rose people. Rose is one of the sweethearts in the village. That's what we get that straight from Tony.
She never answered.
No, your husband passing the phone to she. You know, passing the phone. You go take a little bit. You had to carry the phone for her.
No.
Yeah, but while the phone ring, when does
Hello.
Mrs. Rose, how are you doing this wonderful night? You are live on WZYE 95.9 FM. How are you?
I'm fine.
So
hi everybody.
So
hello, Rose.
Hello,
Hi, Rose.
So Rose, you heard the discussion,
Hi.
and we'd like to get
Yes.
your feedback too as well as a pastor.
Okay. Well, I personally believe, right? I agree with what Pastor Ben said, right? Because in some cases, but I will hold to it that it is murder. Our parents, our mothers, we are here because our mothers made the correct decision not to abort us.
And mine could have abort me. I wish she did abort me.
Gosh, Diana, don't let me and you.
Yeah, honest to God. I wish the one I was born to aborted me. I said it. So let me go ahead.
In God's face like that. You are here. If she had made the wrong decision,
then I wouldn't have to deal with her mess. But go ahead.
Help people like me. You would not have been able to help me when I was stranded in Guyana, right? Okay, you are here for a purpose. Each one of you are doing a ministry. Okay, regardless if you realize it or not, and God is using you all in a very, very big way, and you have to understand and be grateful to God for that. I stand by my belief that abortion is wrong, and I understand what Pastor Bain is saying, and I understand because they may have some medical issues, and in some cases, but I believe that abortion is wrong, and I believe that it is murder. And I thank you all for calling me. I love you all.
But
you know,
Rose,
I still have to fight with Diana.
Rose, I hear you. However, you call it murder. I believe, and it's my belief, the woman has the right to her body, to what happens to her body, and you're taking away the right from her. You have, it all comes down to that.
I agree.
Yeah, you have a right, whether you want to bring this child or not. That's all I'm saying.
Diana, when we were born free moral agents to make our choices. But that doesn't mean to say because we have to remember there's two choices. One is a good choice and one is a bad. One is good and one is evil, right? So we have to choose what is the choice we would make in life, all right? Like how I come and choose Tommy then, you know? Good night, everybody. I love you all. Thanks. You know, this talk is so nice. And I hope you all will call me more often, though.
Yeah, we go call you, man. Now you know we could call you. We go call you. You know
Rose.
Pastor Celestine, Pastor Rose.
Yeah, we go call you Pastor Rose from now on. Pastor Rose.
Pastor Rose, my love.
For me, it have plenty rain to out that flambeau.
Okay.
Rose, thank you so much. Thank you, Rose.
Nice.
Take care.
Welcome.
Pastor Rose, I'm gonna ask you one more question before you go. When does life really begin? At conception or at birth?
You see you. I cannot answer no question for you because them thing too technical, right? Remember, use the how you call it? You're very technical. I go answer only one type of question to you, and I put you down right there with a full stop.
No, does it begin at conception or birth?
Well, let he tell you now. Tommy, very smart. Very smart. Hey, Diana, leave me and Tommy alone. Diana.
I never had no child, so I want to know. I want to know if life begins at conception or birth.
People business.
Diana.
Also, I'm going to drink some water.
Diana.
Yes,
do that.
Drink some water. All right, Rose. Thank you so much.
And yes, you're welcome.
Take
love.
care. All right, bye-bye.
Good night, Rose. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I still think the woman have a right to decide what goes on with her body and all your mind. But then they should come and say all you need to have vasectomy. Force all it to have vasectomy or force all it to be castrated then.
So
Diana, we go down that road.
You're going overboard. You're going overboard, Diana.
I mean going overboard. But if all they want to force me then to to force us then to bring a child.
Nobody's saying, no, we're not saying we're gonna force. We're actually asking a question.
Nobody's saying that. I don't
Then we could investigate or go down those roads, castration or vasectomy. Pass a law for that then.
I mean, if you got politicians who wants to write something and try to put it and have a debate in order for you to pass law, I mean, is people going to vote for that?
As all hit 25, make all they get vasectomies. Then we go down that road. Then we won't have to cross after 25. The chances of us having to have, you won't have to talk about abortions anymore then.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to get back to something. I saw our one. Oh, yeah, here we go. I saw our one LinkedIn user, right? Venus. Venus says, and some religious people consider it murder. But consider when the mistress of these men become impregnated, there will be no other decision but abortion. Venus. All right?
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, it's an excellent point.
Let me see. But consider when the mistresses of the men, there will be no other decision but abortion. Not all of them, yeah? Okay, good.
Most of them.
Let me leave that alone.
That's a valid point.
Quite a few people.
That's a great point.
Their mistresses bring bring their babies forward.
Right?
I have an issue with the government getting involved in my body. Right? I have an issue. It should be my decision.
Nadia agrees with the pastor. Judy says, I'm only agreeing with abortion if rape is involved and emergency reasons. It must be life and death. So therefore, you know, I think you're saying exactly what Pastor Beans was saying. There are situations, right? Even though you may be pro-abortion, there may be situations where you say, you know what? Yeah, you know, so if you are very strict, you are saying if you are raped and you get pregnant, have the child. That's what you're saying, right, Diana?
No, I'm not. Oh, no. If I got raped, I don't want that child.
Okay, so that's the situation too.
I don't want that child at all. I don't know that dude from whence he comes. I don't know his history. I don't know his background. He might be schizophrenic. No. That's one child I don't want. You're definitely. No. We getting rid of that. I straight and plain. Get rid of that. I don't want that.
I didn't see Eugene question, but Eugene asked, what happens if the pregnancy is a result of rape?
Get rid of it. And I should have the right to do that. And without anybody judging me.
But the government might tell you you can't do that.
That I don't care what the government say. I don't want it. That's the government business. I don't want it. And that is and that's the problem I have with government inside my uterus. I'll tell you all something. I wanted to have my tubes tied. And I was married then, living, whatever. I went to this hospital. It was a Catholic hospital. Made a mistake. And they wouldn't tie because they needed his permission. I said, hello? But these are my tubes. So I found me another hospital. A non-Catholic hospital.
So Rennie Mohammed says, I don't support abortion. Sometimes the sensible thing to do according to the situation, if only people could practice safe sex. But if you get raped, if you're practicing safe sex and you get raped, it's out the window.
I have issues. The men could do what they want. And it's a double standard. Men could walk around topless. We can't walk around topless. I don't understand that.
Ken John says,
what about that you don't understand, Diana?
But Diana, that's nothing. That doesn't have to do with our life. That's a whole different.
We're moving away. I should really goalpost.
Yeah, you should.
Why? How come all they can walk around topless and we can't walk around topless? I don't understand that.
Well, nobody can stop you from walking around topless. If you want to walk around topless, walk around topless.
Well, no, they go give me a ticket. They go tell me a nude, a semi-nude.
Well, that is the law.
Well, you see, that is the problem. And there's where I have a problem. All they could walk around topless, we can't walk around topless.
You're trying to protect women. You're trying to protect women. You don't
No. All they could walk around topless, we should be able to walk around topless.
You think it's right, Diana, for a set of woman in tongue to be walking around topless?
Yeah, we should be able to walk around topless.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna argue that because I know.
I guess both men and women should be able to walk around bottomless too.
Amen. God told me you got that right. Amen. Take away the mystery.
So Judy says this. Do you all know Afro females have most abortion? Goba, not me saying it. So it's scientific proven by abortion. Is that true? Afro males have most abortion? No. She says, not me saying so. It's scientific proven. So what is it saying? Afro females. Well, I mean, who has?
I wouldn't doubt it, because when you really think about
Which race has
Planned Parenthood. When you think about Planned Parenthood, it affected. I need to send. I had a post, a video that describes that Planned Parenthood is equal to.
Yeah, I heard that.
Equal to genocide.
You know.
And
now, Judy, you are absolutely correct. Judy is correct.
She's right.
And that's what we like to do. Abortion and women of color, the bigger picture. This is an article from 2008. This much is true. In the United States, the abortion rate for black women is almost 5 times that for white women. Anti-abortion activists, including some African-American pastors, have been waging a campaign around that fact, falsely asserting the disparity is a result of aggressive marketing by abortion providers to minority communities. The Issue for Life Foundation, for example, is a faith-based organization that targets and works with African-American leaders towards achieving the goal of zero African-American life loss to abortion or biotechnology. In April, Issue for Life wrote to the Congressional Black Caucus, to the NUNGS, Planned Parenthood Federation of America, and its racist and eugenic goals. The group blamed PPFA and abortion providers in general for the high abortion rate in African-American communities, deeming the situation the Darfur of America, and called on Congress to withdraw federal family planning funds from all PPFA affiliated. That's Planned Parenthood Federation of America. Interesting. Interesting, right? So Judy, you raised a good point. Excellent point. You see, that's what's good about this, boy. It you know, I mean, Judy, that is an excellent point. Excellent point, man. You see, and listen, if we could have more programs in Trinidad, spend a little time with educating the public and sharing information like this rather than bacchanal and confusion, who calling who potongs, who calling who termites, and all kind of thing. And I tell people, what does that do for a family who's starving, or people who's suffering, or for the healthcare system, or for crime or anything like that? How is that educational? Right? This what we just talked about this. Right? I had an idea about this, but I really didn't know that. I really didn't. Right? So I mean,
but yet still, remember what I opened the program with? There are 8 billion people on the planet, huh?
Yeah. Ken John say abortion is sacrifice to buy. Okay.
I understand, people's concern about the thing, but my thing is, the woman, who's that? The woman should have the right to what goes on with her body. It should not be taken away from her, and it should not be given to her husband or her boyfriend or some man or some government office or some judge. My body, my choice. If my body this body is mine. God made me this way. I have the right to decide what,
but Anna,
it's my body.
If something happened to you and you are young,
then you have a health care. Go ahead.
No, if you are a young girl and you really can't make the decision, or people say, well, you're too young to have a baby, and they abort the baby because of that.
You have your parents and your guardian.
What about if they make that decision?
Your parents and guardian?
Yeah.
Well, then they should consult you still. And if you're incapacitated, you usually, sometimes on health forms, you have a healthcare proxy. And usually you'll have discussions with that person. Like I have a healthcare proxy, my male cousin, and I tell him certain things, and we talk, right? Because he knows, something, right? So he would know. But as a woman, the choice should not be taken from you. It should be your choice. And if you choose not to want to have, and the world should look at you, oh, you're a stain on your record. If you don't want to have the child, then it's your choice. And I'm tired of hearing these religious fanatics Oh, it's murder. And this is my choice. I don't want to have the baby. I don't want to have it. Hey, let's move on. I can't afford to have the baby now. You know,
But there's
sorry.
another school of thought that says there are many couples who cannot have children that are willing to adopt. Can we sometimes even make that choice or go that route that we have the baby and we give it up for adoption to help a couple who cannot ordinarily or normally, or should I say naturally, have children?
Yeah, but Tommy, if you get raped, do you want to bring that baby into the world?
I don't.
If you get raped and you're pregnant and somebody say, well, bring the baby into the world and give it to somebody who wants to adopt it, is that something you want to do? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm not you, Tommy, but is that something that a woman would want to do?
I'm not sure, but what I'm thinking is that everybody could get every life could get a chance for a better option, you know.
I would want to go through that. No.
So Denise G asks, what is your view? What is your view on what, Denise? Denise asks, is Pastor Baines a Reverend Dr. Calvin Butts? I know what that is now.
I'm lost.
Yeah. Denise, they're going over here.
Calvin Butts died recently.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I guess there's a kind of comparison.
Mm-hmm.
So Ken John says, yes, it's a sacrifice to Baal. It powers that principality called Baal. The Democrats know that's why the Ark of Baal is in America. Oh God, Ken boy. Diana, Ellis say both are wrong.
Well, Ellis could say what he wants. Now, if you didn't bring this child in the world, then the child ain't gonna be starving and abused and whatnot. So, hey, you have that choice.
So Ellis say God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That baby that you bought might be the scientist to invent the cure for AIDS, diabetes, cancer, etc. So
and the
Ellis,
next one that you bring after that one could be so that one too. So
if the person is raped, do you think they should bring that baby into the world even though that they were raped?
Nope.
Just asking.
Nope. At all.
Denise says case by case.
At all.
Rose says we are all here because our mothers made the correct decision not to abort us.
Like I said, I wish mine did. I want to know she and deal with what I went through.
So
I could be born to somebody else.
So Ken, Rennie wants to know, correct me if I'm wrong, is Baal Cabal worship? I don't know what that is. So Ken can answer that question. So Ken says Kabbalistic worship by pagan Jews and Arabs. Okay. I don't know.
I never heard of these things.
No, that's Rennie and Ken. No, Rennie and Ken.
Oh.
Ellis says it have God's song that goes like this: Jesus loved the little children, all the children of the world, whether yellow, black, or white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loved the little children of the world.
Whoop whoop. Judy says children who conceive with loving people would produce loving children. Yeah, Judy, you're right about that. What?
Yo, Diana.
All right, you say a cold-hearted.
You need to warm up my personal bag.
No, I don't need nothing from you, Rennie. I good. I don't need nothing from no Trinidadian male. Let me put it that way.
Diana, really have a personal Benston bag for you.
I don't need nothing from no Trinidadian male. Period.
Oh God.
Let's see here.
You say you have a Benskin bag for you. A Benskin.
Nope, I don't want no Trinidadian male giving out. I good. Eugene said, can a transgender have a baby? What? That should not a person do. They don't want to have a baby. a transgender, a guy, a girl to a guy, I believe she still
You
have
mean
the ovaries and stuff.
you mean like Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah, I believe
I think
so.
Caitlyn
It's
Jenner
still,
going back to be a man. Is it true? Caitlyn Jenner.
I don't know. I don't follow up. I
Yeah,
see they put.
let me
I
see if
see they
Caitlyn
send the
Jenner.
girl in Russia, Brittany, to a camp now,
Yeah. Caitlyn Jenner. Is
and
she
then
a
she
man?
could kiss. She could kiss freedom
No.
goodbye. Eh? Hmm.
Why? Man.
But isn't Caitlyn Jenner a man?
Well, no, he was a man first.
Was
It was
the
Bruce Jenner
organ?
when he went to the Olympics,
Yeah,
and then he
but
became Caitlyn Jenner.
did he get the organs that gives him the opportunity to make babies?
Yeah.
So he has a womb and all that.
I don't know.
Yeah, but listen here. Look at here. Caitlyn Jenner experienced sex change regret. My detransition. Caitlyn Jenner, who announced a transition from man to woman. Let me see what year this is from. This is from 2016. Caitlyn Jenner, who announced a transition from man to woman last year, that's 2015, has considered detransitioning. The author of a new book about the Kardashians family told The Wrap on Wednesday. Ian Halperin, the author of Kardashians Dynasty, The Controversial Rise of America's Royal Family, said that while researching his book, multiple sources told him that the former Olympian have been miserable for months and has considered transitioning back to a man. One source confirmed to me Caitlyn has made whispers of sex change regret, hinting she might go back to being Bruce Jenner, Alpern said. Let me see if she went back to being Bruce. 2020.
Nope.
No, she didn't go back.
Another whole heap of another set of hormones.
He's still a man. I mean, he's still a woman. I'll put it that way.
I was gonna say
In the true sense of being able to have babies.
No, he's still a woman.
All right. Okay.
I have a cousin in England. She went from being a beautiful girl to a guy.
That's a lot of bacchanal and confusion as far as I'm concerned.
She took all the hormones and stuff, and she does not look nothing like the girl she was.
What is Hallie saying? Abortion is the birth of a dead baby. It is death. All right.
Abort means terminate.
So did we answer Eugene's question? Can a transgender have a baby? Let me find out. Can a transgender have a baby? Let me find out for you, Eugene. Can a trans?
Well, if it's a guy to a girl, and they didn't cut off the appendix,
Can a transgender?
I wonder.
Can a transgender man get pregnant? That's what it is, right?
I don't know, answer.
Yep, answer. That's the question.
Transgender men can become pregnant through sexual intercourse with. I'm sorry. Oh God, this thing is madness. Transgender men can become pregnant through sexual intercourse with biological men, even during hormone replacement therapy. So correct contraception is necessary to avoid unwanted pregnancies. Transgender sex education is important to increase the awareness of this issue amongst individuals and medical professionals. So Eugene, yes, transgender men can have a baby. There we go. Oh boy.
So when you go transgender, instead of producing sperm, you produce eggs. That's what the implication is.
Well, whatever woman does produce, you does produce now.
Wow.
Tommy, you well know, boy.
You could
You
get
talk,
pregnant.
you speak with authority.
No, I'm just guessing.
Alright, good night. How you doing? Denise, he has had a lifetime to ruminate on issues of higher thinking. Denise, what is that? I know that, Denise. No woman should have a rape child. Judy
Yep.
said.
Well,
Alright, we ain't talking no politics tonight. You come telling about PNM crying on a meeting in Tobago with 10 people. Come on, man. We trying to educate people here in the village. You, Eric, alright, that's your second sentence with PNM in it. You coming like Capiza now, you know. It's like Capiza, every first sentence Capiza right, have PNM in it. And Ulrich, every second sentence he right, have PNM in it. Oh, God. All right. Rennie says, all I don't support abortion. No woman should be made to feel guilty in keeping a baby due to rape. Yeah, I agree with that.
Or due to any circumstance, you don't want to keep it. You don't want to keep it.
Diana, we'll read what Rennie says.
I don't care what Rennie said. What's stupid if Rennie said it?
Look it on the screen.
No, I can't see.
Diana, you could walk around topless anytime. I support you full.
Oh, Lord. They walk around topless in some places in Africa. But why not?
What Judy just says, Diana go Africa to walk around topless and bottomless too. That's the law. The law allows you to do that.
Thank you.
If the law allows you to do that, you could do it.
I've known instance when with a couple, legitimate couple, having a baby or getting pregnant with a baby and not wanting it or having issues with it, and when the child was born and the child grew up, the child turned out to be a best child. You understand what I'm saying? So
you never know.
It's neither here nor there when it comes to the aborting a child just because you feel like you don't want to have that baby.
Right. So we answered the question from Eugene, can a transgender have a baby? And he went on to ask another question. What happens if that person doesn't want the baby? You mean after they have it, put it up for adoption?
And I remember back in the day, there were issues against birth control too. You know? That's why women used to be having 13 and 14 children.
So, Rennie highly asking you a question. He says, how the innocent baby make the mother guilty? I don't understand. Can you explain? So, Rennie, explain that for Hailey now. Yeah. Denise says, so based on your belief, if you were raped, you will keep the child? I think there's a consensus that no, right?
Nope.
Right?
I would.
Nah, I think it's a...
And if it was an unplanned pregnancy, I ain't keeping it neither.
So Ellis says, Diana, my friend, you know I love you, right? But if you are right about abortion, all of us on this chat are wrong, meaning we should have been aborted.
Oh, well, Ellis. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, yeah, Pastor Rose already gave her our decision, Judy. What? Judy says they make cosmetics medicine from aborted babies. Abortion is legal in Trinidad? Is abortion legal in Trinidad? Capiza say abortion legal in Trinidad. I don't know.
I have to I have to Google that.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I you know, Ellis, I have been having some discussions lately about people from certain, is it rural areas in Trinidad, and a lot of single mothers, right? Single black mothers. And they say that in their community, crime is really not a problem. They say in their communities, unemployment is more of a problem more than anything else. But when they leave their communities, then crime become a problem. So, I mean, I don't know if that's accurate, because I was having a discussion with a person, and they were telling me they were doing an assessment, right? And as a matter of fact, an assessment for the Karen Nunes Teixeira campaign. And they went into some of these communities, or they called people in these communities. And the people say, you know what, in our communities, crime is not a problem. However, the big problem is unemployment. And unemployment can lead to crime. So they are experiencing high unemployment in these communities. You know?
I would want to agree with that.
Yeah. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. So because again, we get this thing in this country. You always hear people talking about, oh, when are we going to fix black on black crime? But Google the stats for white on white crime, and it's very similar. Very similar. It's very similar. So Eugene asks, can a transgender have a baby? What should that person do if they don't want to have the baby? Well, get rid of it. Or they have the baby and put it for adoption, put it up for adoption. Right? I mean, I don't think there's any other solutions, right? Oh, no, they could keep it. They could keep it. They could abort it. They can put it up for adoption when the baby is born, or they can keep it.
I don't know why they're making it an issue. The woman has a choice. She has a right to choose what she wants to do. Make it not an issue.
No, Ellis says a Wall Street a rape victim isn't the same. I don't treat a rape victim as a person who had consensual intercourse and decide after that, they decide that, you know, I cheat on my wife, right, with somebody else, and I don't want to bring this baby into the world because of whatever happened, and I get rid of it. That's different from a person who was raped.
Yeah, but Heidi is making a statement here, and I think it's response to the fact that in the rural communities they don't have the crime problem. He says, yeah, because they go in other people's communities to rob and kill because their community have nothing. I still think about it now.
But I don't know. How do we know? How do we know that? The only thing you absolutely know is that when you talk to them in their community and they talk about crime in their community, they know that crime is low in their community. Right? I mean, what Hailey is saying makes some sense. You know, so what it is that there's no crime in their community, but when they go to their community, people who live in their community committing crime against them in other communities, or committing crime against other people in other communities. That's possible. That's absolutely possible. Right? I can't say that's not possible.
You see Jack Warner's and they look at the extradite him.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Why not that, Tommy?
Tommy, they're going before The Privy Council, you know.
Yeah.
That's the last court of resource, you know.
But what did you expect the Privy Council? What did you expect the Privy Council to do? Not ruling.
No, I didn't expect anything.
Right.
The Privy Council have ruled against the current government in like 4 situations so far.
Right.
It is my belief that when you have a case in Trinidad and Tobago, the fairest place you go is to go to your colonial masters.
and expect justice, right?
Well, because you mightn't get on in Trinidad. So it's because look at what happened with them guys and them recently, Ram Logan and them.
Yep.
Right? Look what happened with the insurance company, right? In Trinidad and Tobago, they get just dust. They didn't get justice, just dust. And they said, let me go to the Privy Council. Look at Karen Nunes Teixeira. She had to go to the Privy Council. Right? Because in Trinidad, you get just dust. Because all you know, we talk about the big C in the Caribbean. All you know what the big C is, right? There we go. So you have to go back to your colonial masters to get justice. We like it so we free. Right? Think about it.
But Jack say what he tried to do is give the developing nations a crap because the larger developed nations always get the first choice, first preference.
Listen, man, it's unfortunate what happened to Jack. It's unfortunate. But, you know, for me, however you make your bed, you gotta lie down in it.
I don't disagree.
It's unfortunate, but how you lay your bed is how you have to lie down in it. I would just leave it there.
Wasn't he part of the charade that was tormenting Mr. Melville too?
Diana, all I will say is how you make your bed is how you're going to lie down in it. I had personal dealings that involve soca warriors and on Amazon. And we were blocked from doing any business on Amazon. And I will leave it there. That's all I would say. So I don't want to be critical of anyone who is in difficult situations. But all I will say is, however you make your bed, you gotta lie down in it. What they say about if you sleep with fleas, you might get bite? Is that what they say?
Sleep with dogs.
If you sleep with dogs, you might get bite?
You can get it with fleas.
Or if you sleep with dogs, you might get fleas? Huh?
You may be bitten by fleas.
Okay, right. So whatever that is. You know what I mean? And I can say this though. One of the most corrupted organizations in the world is them people. Begins with the F.
I agree.
Corrupted organization in the world is them.
But listen,
yeah, you couldn't operate in that organization unless you was corrupted. A fish doesn't rotten from the tail. You couldn't operate in that organization if you wasn't corrupted.
So can he say?
The only thing is this. There's selection in which corrupt matter that they want to take action.
So what does that mean?
That means if the corruption doesn't favor you, then we take. If it doesn't favor me, then I take action. But if it favors me, I'll let it be.
But Tommy, the big guy here in America, he went down too, you know.
Yeah, because it was all part of the same results that did not give the big boys the opportunity to host.
Yeah, but what was his name again, boy? The guy here in America. He was a
Yeah,
big honcho. He ended up
yeah,
going down because all of them was corrupt, man.
yeah. But they've always been,
Yeah, there's a bunch
you
of
know,
corrupted bandits.
they've been alone to themselves forever.
Yeah, it's them. Yeah, a bunch of corrupted bandits.
Oh boy. That's so
You
big.
know, and
So
I
Jack,
sad.
so Jack would be a school pigeon then?
I don't know. Jack,
The only,
I don't know.
the only thing that worries me is that they can take him if they want.
Oh.
Who's that? The U.S.
Yeah, they can
No,
take
Trinidad
JW.
got to let. No, Trinidad got to let him go. Trinidad
They
go let
can
them people come.
they can take JW
Trinidad
if
go
they
let
want.
them come. Yeah, Trinidad go come and let them take him and carry him back. You understand? Now I don't know what is the next. If you could appeal the Privy Council, I don't know.
Yeah, but the problem only arose because its greenbacks were being used and
But Tommy, there is a Netflix documentary. What's that Netflix documentary called again? On FIFA. People need to look at that. Let me see what that's called. Netflix documentary on FIFA. Let me see what it's called. It's a good one people should look at because I've been told to look at it. And it has Trinidad and Tobago and it has JW in there. Netflix. My son even told me about Netflix.
I may have seen it.
Netflix documentary. Netflix documentary on FIFA. MEN documentary on FIFA. What is the Netflix documentary on FIFA? What is it called? FIFA Uncovered.
Yeah, I may have seen that.
So this is it. FIFA Uncovered. 20 things learned from Netflix FIFA Uncovered documentary. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if that one. FIFA is so much more than a football organization.
Right. True.
Right? Two, Africa has a huge role in Sepp Blatter's FIFA presidency.
Yeah.
Had a huge role. Right? Africa. Blatter was overwhelmed by the power of FIFA's presidency. That's 3. 4 is Blatter saw his issues with Bin Hammond as a threat to his FIFA presidency. And Bin Hammond is also in that documentary.
That's the one who was here in the US, right?
No, he was in Trinidad. He came from Bin Hammond was from where he is from? Qatar or some other place.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Bin Hammond was from Qatar, one of those places, a rich guy, and he wanted to become president. And he was in Trinidad, and I think he gave those guys an envelope with money in it.
Yep.
Boy. Number 5, collapse of the international sports and leisure. Leisure was the beginning of FIFA's financial mess. Number 6, Blatter never wanted Qatar to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Number 7, Zen Ruffinen was the first person to spot financial irregularities in FIFA. Look, Jack Warner is in the picture now. Sepp Blatter is a learner where Jack Warner was. So let me read what that one says. Jack Warner, who is the disgraced former president of CONCACAF, was far worse than Sepp Blatter because his entire football legacy was courtesy of consistent episodes of corruption and bribery at the highest level. In some ways, he was both a blessing and a curse to Caribbean football. Sad. Sad. You know? Yeah, I will leave it there for that. There's 20 of them. Chuck Blazer was only a devil disguised as an angel.
That's the guy?
Yeah, that's the guy. Chuck Blazer. Chuck Blazer was certainly no hero, despite his attempt to look like a whistleblower in front of the world media. The CONCACAF Secretary General had reported Jack Warner to the FIFA Ethics Committee over a bribery deal in Port of Spain amid Mohammed bin Hamed's ambition at the AFC's presidential election. However, Blazer was eventually found out by the United States Justice Department after they compiled damning evidence of money laundering against him. Blazer then cooperated with law enforcement to arrest 14 more members of FIFA Executive Council in the 2015 FIFA corruption case. Number 17, Jack name is here again. South Africa paid a 10 million bribe to Jack Warner and Chuck Blazer. In the documentary, it also revealed that Chuck Blazer pleaded guilty to having received a bribe from South Africa in the tune of 10 million alongside Jack Warner to vote for South Africans ahead of their 2010 World Cup bid. Warner still denies those claims till date, but the 10 million was paid in the name of the Diaspora Fund. Number 19, FIFA can't be absolutely rid of corruption. Hear that? FIFA can't be absolutely rid of corruption.
That's how they do business.
That's how they do business. And lastly, Sepp Blatter remains the godfather of football.
I hear plenty people get house built up now.
So you see, folks, that is the documentary on Netflix called FIFA Uncovered. Netflix has a documentary called FIFA Uncovered, and this article is dated November the 15th, 2022. It's sad. It's sad because a lot of people were hurt in this process. And listen, a friend of mine told me, right? He said, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. You hear that?
Yep.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. So when you live in your life like that, right, you just don't care. You do what you have to do, and then you ask for forgiveness.
But Anselm, you dismiss me. I hear a lot of houses down south get built.
Oh, down south?
Yeah, from the alleged money that he collects. Yeah, somebody tell me that. Yeah, a lot of houses down south get built.
Okay. Same owner or different owners?
In the UNC constituencies.
Oh, money pass.
Yeah, money pass.
Okay. But I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I mean, I just read that because, I think that, I mean, I'm going to tell you this, I used to take a lot of flack for Jack Warner. I had a sports program on a radio show, and, people used to call and say, hey, use Jack Warner's son or what? Because the way I looked at Jack Warner as an icon, to see a black man from Trinidad and Tobago standing on the podium in a World Cup, giving out the World Cup. You understand? So I thought highly of that, highly of that. You know what I mean? But then we didn't know all the thing was going on in the back rooms. I don't know what Eugene wants to know. Eugene wants to know, will that transgender be able to produce breast milk?
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
Eugene, we got to send someone to take a test poll.
Oh, Lord.
You gonna send somebody. You gonna send.
He'll have to find out and tell us.
Eh?
He'll have to find out and come back and tell us.
Yeah,
God.
we gotta send somebody that got test pull. We like, folks, we having a survey to see if transgenders does produce breast milk. We want to have 10 transgenders. We want each person to go and take one pull on the left, one pull on the right. And see. Oh God, Eugene, I don't know Eugene. I don't know. So listen. Alice says one of the problems we experiencing in the world is mankind allowing ego and personal opinion to take rule over the creator. Take rule over the creator law is fine. The creator law is final. What? Abortion is legal in Trinidad. Really? I don't know. Ask our former PM. Her husband is a doctor. Alice, that's a low blow, man. Only understand that one, right?
Who's the former PM?
Kamla Prasad Bissessa.
Oh, Alice.
Husband is a doctor.
Does abortions. That's what I.
Alice, you're wicked. Alice, you're bad. Who giving out the
Hailey says, yeah, because they go in other people's community to rob and kill. Or he said that because their community have nothing. And some think about it now. I think you're stretching it, eh? I don't know.
They need industry.
Anselm, Indian people stick together and help each other. It have crimes in every communities. Indian people will go to planting of food. Indian people don't put up their very own on social media. Okay. Ali says beaten people or rob beaten people. Yeah. Hey, Alice, Judy say you preach, man.
That is vexing me tonight, boy.
Ali says, Judy, Indian people is the same when it comes to wicked and evil ways. Those stick together is to keep wicked ways. Hush, hush.
Oh.
Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Eugene said? Eugene said if Trump refused to testify, why can't Jack?
Yeah.
I mean, but that he passed that stage long time. He went before the Privy Council.
Jack is Jack a citizen of the United States?
No. They
Well,
they said the crimes were committed in the United States.
If he's a citizen, Jack, Trump is a citizen, so he's afforded that.
Listen, in this situation, they're not going after smaller countries. Nah, they're not. They're not.
You think so?
Nah, they ain't going after smaller countries. The man who had all the weight. You know how much people had to come to Trinidad to try to get the World Cup? Oh, you remember that? Wait, the Prince. Is the Prince who was in Trinidad? Beckham was in Trinidad. Ben Hammond was in Trinidad. Everybody had to come to Trinidad. The man was a power broker. His CONCACAF votes, I don't know.
So you think they're going to really persecute him? Or put him in jail?
Prosecute him?
Prosecute him and put him in jail?
Well, if the court says he had to be extradited.
Or if he sing like a parrot, they're going to give him a break.
As long as they put their hands on him, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't want this to happen. I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen to my worst enemies. But you know, there's a utilitarian approach. There are consequences for your actions.
I would
go ahead.
I would definitely like him to not face the wrath that they are trying to met out to him.
Well, I'm not gonna pronounce on that. All I'm going to say is that, if there are certain actions that have consequences, and you go through the court system and the court system say, this is what has to happen, because if he had won, right, it would have been a different story.
What all I'm thinking is that that's the way they did business and have been doing business for time.
Yes.
So to just single him out or that incident out and prosecute that, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, but Tommy, I don't believe he was singled out. Right? Because of the power you weaved. You are very powerful. How do you think Trinidad get to the 2006 World Cup? Is because of Jack Warner.
Well, Melissa, but doesn't he have children in jail up here?
Yeah,
they're not in jail.
They're out by
yes, they are. Or were. They are in jail or were.
They're out by now.
They are, and I think they still are.
Google it.
Right now, I'm in a position to Google that.
Let me just say this. Rose, before we go for the break. Hailey, Ken John, Ellis, Nadia. See, Nadia already put a quote in. Eugene, Judy, Rose, Eugene, Albert Montano, Denise G, Nadia. Who else is there? I gotta go. Capiza. Put closing comments in the chat. Rose. Put closing comments in the chat. Okay. Let's go for a quick station identification. We'll be right back. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
So, folks, here it is. On July 11, 2022, there's a story that says Jack Warner's son plead guilty, faces up to 10 years in prison. 46-year-old Darian Warner and his brother 40-year-old Daryl both face up to 10 years in prison. This was revealed when the U.S. Justice Department unsealed a 47-count indictment in federal court in Brooklyn, New York last week, charging 14 defendants with racketeering, wire fraud, and money laundering conspiracies, among other offenses, in connection with the defendants' participation in a 24-year scheme to enrich themselves through the corruption of international soccer. The guilty pleas of 4 individual defendants, including the Warner brothers, and 2 corporate defendants were unsealed last Wednesday. The U.S. Justice Department says that on July 15, 2013, the defendant, Daryl Warner, son of defendant Jack Warner and a former FIFA development officer, waived indictment and pleaded guilty to 2-count information, charging him with wire fraud and the structuring of financial transaction. On October 25, 2013, the defendant, Darian Warner, waived indictment and pleaded guilty to a 3-count information, charging him with wire fraud conspiracy, money laundering conspiracy, and the structuring of financial transaction. It added that Darian Warner forfeited over $1.1 million around the time of his plea and has agreed to pay a second forfeiture money judgment at the time of sentencing. The U.S. Justice Department further stated that Darian and Daryl Warner faces maximum terms of incarceration of 10 years for structuring financial transaction to evade currency reporting requirements. Each individual defendant also faces mandatory restitution, forfeiture, and a fine. By the terms of the plea agreement, the corporate defendant faces fines of $500,000 and 1 year of probation. Jack Warner himself is currently fighting extradition to the United States. That was in July 2022.
So they're still in jail, right?
Well,
2022 or 2013? When was that?
Well, this is 2022, July 11, 2022.
So they are still in jail. So basically, you're saying that they're in jail.
Thank you.
Oh no, it doesn't say they're in jail. They
Well,
might
they're
be.
on the.
They
They're
might be.
on the. They might be what?
They might have some. They might have some bracelets.
So okay.
Yeah, but this is what it says right there. You know, so I mean, I don't wish bad on anyone. You know, but
So they're gonna look at all of that, right? They're gonna look at all of that, the whole racketeering family.
you know, so. No, I know I had dealings in the 2006 World Cup when we tried to do we tried to sell Soca Rodeo shirt on Amazon and we were blocked. We told them we didn't have the copyright in order to do it, and Amazon shut us down.
See?
You know, Amazon shut us down from making legal dollars, man. You know, but hey, that's how it goes in life sometimes, you know. So folks, don't forget, put your closing comments in the chat. And we had a very spirited discussion tonight about abortion. We called Pastor Baines, we called Pastor Celestian, you know, and yeah, that's how we like to do it here. You know, Saturday, maybe Saturday, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do Saturday yet, but we'll figure it out. Right, we'll figure it out. Closing comments, Tony?
Well, again, I like to quote Don Miguel Ruiz by saying, be impeccable with your words as the first agreement. As the second one, don't take anything personally. The third, don't make assumptions. And four, always do your best. It's been a pleasure being here in the village tonight. I look forward to our next session. Everybody out there, be safe. And to those who are experiencing the heavy rainfall, just try to stay dry as much as possible. Love you all. Talk to you in the next edition of In the Village with the DAT Triplets. Good night.
Thank you, Tony. Where Diana?
I want to say the right of a woman or girl to make autonomous decisions about her own body and reproductive function is at the very core of her fundamental right to equality and privacy. Good night, beloved people, your global ambassador and poet. Bidding you auf Wiedersehen until we meet again. Good night. Stay safe, stay dry.
Diana, you know, I just noticed something there, you know.
What?
You have a model nose, you know. That people who do that makeup for you, they fix the nose too.
No, she did a contour job. She's a professional makeup artist.
No, but how you mean a contour job? She kind of squeeze in your nose or something?
No, she did the makeup too. Hey, she know what she doing, and
No, but I see it look really good. I'm just complimenting you. You can't take a compliment.
And at the core of it, I'm a naturally beautiful black woman. Hey, right? So
Oh
let's
my
go with
God.
that now.
Oh God.
All
This
right?
is a compliment now.
So, well, I take the compliment and I fix
No, but
you
yeah,
right. I put in you right. I'm a naturally beautiful African woman. Take that now.
all right, okay.
All right, let me go.
I apologize.
Your apologies accepted.
Yeah. I'm sorry. All right. So Jimmy Carter says the measure of a society is found in how they treat your weakest and most helpless citizens. And I want you all to listen to this. When it's uncomfortable, when it's unpopular, even when it's dangerous to speak the truth, is the precise time that the truth should be spoken. Let me just repeat that quickly. When it's uncomfortable, when it's unpopular, even when it's dangerous to speak the truth, is the precise time that the truth should be spoken. From where I said this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all. I like to stay, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. So Eugene closing comments is, I agree with Diana. What kind of closing comment is that? What? Diana, what is that? Help me with that?
He agreed with what I said. At the fundamental core, the right of a woman or girl to make autonomous decisions about her own body and her reproductive function is at the very core of her fundamental right to equality and privacy.
All right. I don't know. I don't know what you do to that fella, no? But whatever it is. All right. I never hear a man closing comment is he agree with somebody. Huh? All right, folks. That's Eugene Julian comment. I agree with that. Rennie says we are all one people under the same sun. Peace and love to everyone. Hailey says finding peace means no cuss, no envy, no stress, no abusing children, no wrongdoing, no greed, no gossip, etc. Oh God. All right.
Judy said, Carrie Handsome to get a makeover, please.
Oh God. Judy. Yeah. All right, Judy. Thank you so much. Rose says, great show tonight. Whoa, so much love, so much humor. The study of abortion and transgender. And our opinions that matter. This show is only getting better and better. And some touch on FIFA. Good night. And some better touch. Hey, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. That's how it is. I know it's funny, eh? You know, it's not like it's scripted, eh?
No.
We could go with comments from the chat. You know, we run with whatever it is. You know, all on our son, Eugene Julian. You know, kind of concerned talking about transgender, but, you know, he bring up transgender issues and he have a lot of questions, you know, and he make me go Google a lot. We go on to Google, boy. Hailey says, in closing, I challenge everyone to find peace in their lives for one day. If we can all accomplish peace for a day, maybe it will have a positive effect on the world and improve life moving forward. Full 100. Full 100.
I peaceful right now, Hailey.
You say that?
Very peaceful right now.
All right. Ellis says, my comment, whatever you can conquer, the enemy will use to control you. Yeah, boy. Full 100, you know. Yeah. Denise G closing comment. Good night. Oh God. Let's say, better you tell the whole chat put a closing comment. No, I
didn't see Albert tonight. Albert was in tonight.
Put a closing comment. I ain't tell Albert, put you're fast and out of place, Alice. Oh God, look what Kylie said. Jack don't live by the laws of Almighty. He live by the laws of man. His fate is in the hands of the wicked man. Oh God. I live Lord have his mercy, but I throw Jack under the bus, yes? Oh God, I highly don't like Jack. Highly said Jack is a man of the Almighty, and Jack chose to turn his back on the Almighty. What happening to Jack is his own doing. Oh God, Jack shall suffer for he walk in the path of the ungodly. Lord have his mercy. Hailey boy, you're unforgiving, Hailey.
Rennie, you cannot have a piece of me. Sorry.
Nadia says, bless good night, everyone. Stay safe till Saturday, please, God. Alice say you'll never vex with you, Diana.
I know.
Nadia says that's true, Ansem. Okay, I think that is it. Let me go back.
Somebody wants you to play child training by somebody. I don't know.
Who's that?
By the mighty composer.
Alice says, UNC people too ungrateful. Every single temple should be praying for him. Shagwana should be grateful to that man. Oh God. Alice, boy, good. Good night, Ansem and Diana. Tommy, till next time. That was Albert. So you see, I thought Albert went. All right, so we're gonna close with this one. Judy says, Ansem, it's sad indeed. However, he's a very old man now. Locking him up to do what at his age? I don't know what to say.
I believe he should become whistleblower.
Yeah, Eugene says, so if Trump can refuse to testify, why can't Jack? Well, they already went to the Privy Council. He passed that stage. Who sing that song? Yeah, Ellis, ask the question quickly. Yeah, you can ask that question. Eugene says, all the king's men can't put Jack back together.
Oh,
for all you have Monsina, man, all the king's men can't put Jack back together again. Oh God, all you.
What question Ellis want to ask now?
Are we waiting for him? Yeah,
Can you ask that question seriously? Are we waiting? We waiting, Ellis? Wow, your wife take away your phone, or?
Yeah, none of us are beating up on Jack, you know.
Next time, Wall Street.
None of us, next time he's here?
Yeah, he's the next time.
None of us are beating up on Jack, you know. And none of us is judging him, you know. Right? But also, you know, I read the report and none of us are perfect. None of us. You know, but I know when you look in the Bible, I saw the Bible talks about your deeds as well. I'm sure there's something. Ellis, what does the Bible say about your deeds before we go? Correlate. What does, let me Google that quickly. What does the Bible say about your deeds? And then we go on. What does the Bible, since we want to quote the Bible, what does the Bible, like we have to have a pastor in here, no way. What does the Bible say about past deeds? Past deeds. All right. Here we go. "34 Bible verses about deeds."
Lord.
The heart of a man, Proverbs 16 verse 9, the heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Proverbs 69, the heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. All right. Acts 4 verse 12, and there is salvation in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given among men by which we must be saved. For the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus our Lord. That's Romans 6:23. Matthew 6:24. No one can serve two masters, for either you will hate the one and love the other, or you'll be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money. Let me repeat that. This is Matthew 6:24. No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or you'll be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money. Okay. Hebrews 9:27. And just as it is appointed for man to die once, and after that comes judgment. So there you have it. That's just some of the scriptures with regards to deeds. And I'm not gonna be a judge of nobody's deeds. You know, but yeah, too late. We will call him next time. Rose says, Psalm 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
And it takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, but only one bad one to lose it.
What goes into a man does not defy him, but every word that comes out of his mouth. That's Rennie. Highly said, Ansem, the Lord planted his step, You understand that? Right? Yeah. Oh boy. Romans 6:23, the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. And it says you can judge, but you can't condemn. I don't think nobody's condemning Jack. And I don't think anybody's judging him either. But Judy says, good night, Aunt Sam, Tommy, and Lady Diana. Rest well till next time. Be safe. Keeping. All right. So who are you gonna go out with tonight? Let's go to this one by Karen Ashe. Good night, folks. See you guys same time Saturday in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're gonna go out with Karen Ashe. Caught in a whirlwind. I hope this thing play.
We used to sing sweet, sweet Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and oh soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss, while editorials ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hear it, you got to stand up and be counted. For daily we're intimidated. Every day our next witness silence, while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis, broke police, unruly ISIS, while split revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting trim. They go, it's time. We separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. Report in the world when we have to rip. While them police busy playing hide and seek. We're facing the world when we had to read. Hey. Oh yeah. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In our school skits getting on, we're fighting, making porn. Our school girls you won't believe. Live MMA, they pulling weave. Check the vibes they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado. Mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole. Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be fraughting, and while church attendance real. No protest back plus them casino. While black market prices haggling through a the big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic trend. They go, we can't wait. The devil making hair while we sleep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. While we look on numb as more mothers who weep. We're in the world when we have to reap. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh. find Shannon Banfield. Busiest street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trend they go. The time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs, by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While from you gas, some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drugs, guns, and women. And the Coast Guard cannot stop them trend. They go. The time is now. Look how the murderers live. Them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to read. Become more of our daughters, they put us to sleep. Most of this world when we have to read. Time to stand up and be counted. We must defeat this threat they've mounted. We cannot wait for no messiah. Like zero fiddling through the fire. But while the flames we keep romancing, the grim reaper keeps advancing across the land. It casts the shadow, slashing victims through the marrow. Trend they go. The time is now. Look how the price we pay in non-steep. Why some labor keep you the world when we have to reap.